Greetings, Divine Radiance. How are you today? Welcome to Wednesday Live and Power Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I'm a divine interpreter, psychic life coach, and mentor, assisting you with activating the divinity and wisdom within your soul so that you are empowered to create and live an abundant life. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Michonne, I see that you're on first. No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. My AC was not working and maintenance came today. And I had my healing session with Jillian and the maintenance came back. So there was like a disruption in my start of my day. But no, everything is fine. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I see that there's 4 people on. Who all is on today? Hi, Anitra. Welcome. How are you enjoying Atlanta? You're still in Atlanta, right? You're still there. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Michonne, since you were the first one on, you get the card pulled today. Hey, Alatha. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm glad you're here. Yes, 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 yes. Some days I will share, I'll get on and do the whole where the video's waiting. But today it was right on at 1:30. So yeah. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. So before we get started, I'm just going to say thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being here and showing up. Thank you for sharing the videos and all that you guys do to help grow the channel. I truly, truly appreciate you. So since Michonne was on first, I'm going to pull a card for you. And Michonne, I know typically we do 1 card for the first person on, but I'm being led to pull 2, 1 from each of these decks. So I'm going to pull 2. What message do you have for Michonne? Ooh, Angel of Love. So what I'm hearing is it's time for you to fully embrace your loving gifts, allowing your love to be your strength, seeing it as your strength. You're giving love freely, vulnerably, but begin to see it as your strength. And it's coming through, like, literally visualize the love that you give, the love that you pour out into the souls of others or out into the collective. And I'm even hearing out into your jewelry, your pieces of art that you create. Literally see and feel yourself becoming empowered, right? So as you are giving out that love, it's like this instant exchange of energy goes into your solar plexus and you're empowered. So that as you're working and as you're giving, you don't, I'm hearing, become overwhelmed. You don't get stuck or stagnant. And you don't forget that your love is your power. It's also helping to make sure you keep your power source replenished. So Spirit is saying do that with visualization exercises. And then what I was led to do was pull a card for you from here. Now, again, I know typically it's 1 card when you're the first person on, but if Spirit tells me to do something different, then we detour from protocol. That's the protocol. We do what Spirit say. So let's see, what message do you have for Michonne here, Spirit? Ooh, look at that, music. Music. Now, when you're creating your art, do you listen to music when you're creating your jewelry pieces? I'm hearing music is actually one of your saving graces. Put it on, dance, sing, and also let it play just in the background. But it's coming through as both like meditative soundscapes, music that's good for the soul in that peace and calm way. But then it's also coming through as like that music that makes you feel good. And I'm hearing, I don't know why, but I'm hearing James Brown, I feel good. But it's coming through just utilizing music as a way to help you channel your gifts through your creations. And for those of you that don't know, Michonne is actually a jewelry designer, and she has a shop on Etsy. So if you have not checked her Etsy shop out, please do. Michonne, when the Empower Hour is over, will you leave it in the comments, not the chat, in the comments? Because if you leave it in the chat, when people are watching the replay, they won't be able to see it. And then also someone that's on now, if they go back to find it, it'll be really difficult to find, because I believe the chat messages, I don't know how they come up, but if you can leave it in the comments, that'd be great. Okay, okay. So let's see who else is on. Thank you for allowing me to serve you, Michonne. Let's see. Hey, Pat, welcome. Is it frozen on anyone else? Hey, Rio, hi. Anisha said, I've been trying to jump on first, LOL at myself. Either way, I'm so grateful to be here. Well, see, you've been trying. That's why you haven't done it. You know your unconscious mind hears don't do it, but I'm so grateful that you're here. Let's see. Hey, Denise, welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hey, Cheryl. Thank you for doing the timestamps. So you guys, Cheryl is faithful at putting the timestamps up when we have our pick a card readings. So let's just show Cheryl some gratitude because oftentimes I schedule them to post, right? So it's not like I'm uploading them right then and there. When I do it right then and there, I'll put the timestamp in, but otherwise, it uploads and I'm off doing something else. So when Cheryl comes through, she always puts the timestamps in. And for those of you that aren't aware of what those timestamps do, when you click in the comments, I usually pin it. So it's the first comment you see, no matter how many other comments come. If you click the time, it'll take you right to that space in the video. So when you see that, let's show Cheryl some gratitude because it's so convenient. I'm gonna tell you, usually I get frustrated if I'm like skipping through to find my selection. So I'm so grateful that she does that for our channel. Hey, Mom. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got this on clearance at not Michael's, but what's that place called that used to Charmin Charlie's like 3 years ago. So it's lightweight and covers my bra straps. Okay. Hey, Brianna, I saw that you sent your payment for the a mini reading. So you will be first, Brianna. Thank you so much. Okay. So just okay, thank you. Hi, Empress Daisy. So you'll be second. Thank you. Oh, Rio said, thank you, Cheryl. Awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Pat said thank you. And so did Anitra. Yes, thank you, Cheryl. So, okay, you guys, you know what? Let's get into our breathing because I feel like we having chat time and I love it, but I know y'all are probably like, can we get to it? Get to the messages. So let's go ahead and do our breathing. For those of you that are joining us for the first time, we do this every Wednesday. We go live for Empower Hour at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we always start off with the first person on getting a single card reading, unless like today, Spirit says do more. But that person gets a single card reading. I deliver a message for us as a collective from Spirit. And then at the end, we do $20 readings where it's $20 per question, or you can do $20 for a general. These are mini readings, so if you're interested in having a more in-depth reading and a one-on-one reading, you can click the links in the description box and you can schedule a reading with me, Javi, or Tia Lynn. We also have Jillian on the team that provides energy healing, so if you're interested in doing that with her, that's in the description box as well. And one more thing, you guys, because I always skip over the announcements in the beginning. So my team and I, we had a meeting and collectively we decided to lower the prices of our readings because I know that COVID-19 has affected some of your finances. And so we'd like for you to still be able to receive readings or insight or clarity, even though, now some of us aren't affected and that's so awesome. And if you are affected, stay in that abundant mindset and just know that you have the power to turn any and everything around, including that. But we've reduced the prices significantly. So make sure you click the link in the description box and see what that is. If you've been thinking of having a reading, now is the time. And this is going to be the price until Spirit says otherwise. So just thought I'd share that with you guys. So, okay. Let's do our breathing now. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale through our nose, love and light, and we're going to exhale out through our mouth, releasing all that's no longer serving us. Now, if there's something specific that you're choosing to release, then you can focus on that as you're exhaling, or you can keep it general and just have it be everything, right? And so as you're breathing, I'm going to be sending Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus. But because the energy is very intelligent, it will travel wherever your soul, your body, your mind calls for it to go, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. Inhale love and light through your nose, slow and deep. And then release, exhaling all that's no longer serving you out through your mouth. And just continue to breathe. And as you're breathing in that love and light and exhaling all that's not serving you, I call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, ascended masters, and helpful companions, all of highest light and love. I call on you now to come and fill this space. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love. I thank you for delivering through me messages that are rooted in highest light, love, and truth. I thank you for opening the hearts, the minds, and the spirits of those I'm called to serve today so that they may receive a message that assists them on their journey. I thank you, and so it is. So as you continue to breathe, just go ahead and bring your focus up to the top of your head, your crown chakra, and give your crown chakra permission to open. Opening your crown chakra now. And just allow yourself to receive that golden, loving light from your divine source of highest light and love. Feeling as that energy comes in through your crown. Feeling it travel down to your third eye. Extending out to your ear chakras. Feeling it travel down to your throat chakra. Down to your heart chakra. Down to your solar plexus. Down to your sacral. And down to your root. And just allow that energy to just circulate in all of your chakras, loosening and releasing all that's not serving you through every exhale. Now allow that energy to continue to travel down your thighs and your knees, feeling it in your calves and legs, down to your ankles and your feet, and allow the soles of your feet to sprout roots. And feel as those roots penetrate whatever is covering your feet, whatever surface your feet are planted on. And just allow those roots to travel to the core of Mother Earth. Taking a moment to show gratitude to Mother Earth. Taking a moment to send her love, light, and healing. Connecting to her heartbeat. And bringing her divine loving energy back up through those roots as it travels up through the soles of your feet. Feeling her nurturing, loving energy traveling up to your ankles and your calves. Feeling it in your knees and your thighs. Feeling it in your root chakra, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat, your third eye, your ear chakras, and up and out your crown. And just feel a burst of energy as that energy travels through the cosmos, connecting to your highest source of power of divine light and love. Allow those energies to dance and intertwine and bring it back down through your crown and just allow it to travel throughout your entire cellular being, continuing to provide healing, loosening, and releasing all that's not serving you. Setting the intention with every inhale, you'll breathe in that love, that light, that healing. And with every exhale, you'll continue to release all that's no longer serving you throughout the rest of your day. And so it is. Okay, so when you're ready, open your eyes and tell me how you're feeling. Hi, Naya. Welcome, welcome. Okay, awesome. Brianna, you said you'll go last. Awesome. So if you are going to go last, and that means Empress Daisy, you will be first. Do I have any moderators on today? If you are on, will you do me a favor and track the order of the readings, please? Awesome. I'm so glad, so glad. Empress Daisy said, I feel much better. Okay. Oh, is that for us? Okay, Spirit said, yes, take it both. Okay, that one. pull from the bottom. And you know what? I received a message and Spirit told me to share it with you. So the message was, the universe is a miracle and you are a miracle. And Spirit told me to talk about that just a little bit today. So the universe is a miracle and you are a miracle, right? So we talk about this so often, and Spirit is saying that as a collective, we still don't get it. We still don't fully understand that our moments of creating positive abundance in all areas of our lives, right? That it's not a fluke, it's not a coincidence, it's not a 1, 2, or 3 time thing. It is our innate ability to access the divinity that is within our souls, right? With the help of our divine spirit team of light and love, to create any and everything we desire and deserve that serves our highest good, right? And so Spirit is saying it's time for us to understand that we are a miracle. And because we're a miracle, we're able to create miracles. It's like we identify as human beings, right? And we can create human beings, which is a miracle in itself. So Spirit is telling you to remember that you are a magical being, right? You are a divine being, and therefore you have the ability to create. And just an update for you guys. So I share with you how I had done some energy work for my twin flame about the job. And mind you, when he became permanent, they were told they had to be in the position for a year before they could switch. So the candle was indicating it was going to be a no, like there was some blocks. So I took another sacred bath, did some road opening, some obstacle removals, and then I get a message saying, I guess your mojo worked. So, and then here's the other thing Spirit is saying to point out. So the schedule wasn't the schedule that he would have liked, but he didn't give specifics. So I was manifesting a day shift schedule, and that's what he received. So Spirit is reminding us that when we're in that moment of manifesting, when we're in that moment of doing energy work, it's so important that we are very clear on what it is that we're choosing, right? What it is we're choosing, and always leaving that space open for Spirit to give us more, right? For Spirit to give us more than what we're seeking. And the way I do that is, and whatever else serves my highest good, right? Also setting the intention that if what I'm asking for doesn't serve my highest good or the highest good of whomever I'm doing the work for, that Spirit will intervene. And the only thing that can happen is what serves the highest good, right? So just make sure you keep that in mind. But you are a miracle. You are capable. You are powerful. There's nothing outside of you that you cannot create, you cannot have, and you cannot do. Spirit is saying it's time for us to awaken to the knowledge of this fact, like fully awaken, not just in theory, right? But fully awaken to the knowledge of this fact. So pull from the top. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That is pretty awesome. I'm wondering what that message is going to be. Okay, one more. All right. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, so let's see what you all are saying before we get into the... Oh. Well, is it just a checkup, Mom, or is Tamar sick? Awesome, Anitra, because I love it too. Anitra said, love chat time. Cheryl said, you all are so welcome. Okay. Okay. I'm receiving a call, you guys, but we're going to go ahead and go into the message. If you don't mind, I'm going to just send a message because it's an important call. So I apologize. I have my phone on vibrate. So I apologize. Please bear with me. Okay. So The first card we got is Thinking Woman, right? And then the fourth card, which was right underneath Thinking Woman, is Thinking Man. So here's the thing. What Spirit is saying is, at first I thought it was talking about how much we're overthinking, and Spirit said, yes, that is the message too. But also what Spirit is saying is it's time for us to embrace our full self. It's time for us to embrace our dual self, right? As above, so below. Also bringing in the elements of fire and water, right? Bringing in those elements. So creating a balance. Spirit is saying to not push away the things that are not comfortable. Instead, find a way to incorporate them in your life. Now, when that comes through, finding a way to incorporate them in your life, what Spirit is saying is finding the lesson, right? Finding out why it's showing up. Finding out how you can apply what you're receiving to help improve yourself and better yourself, right? Spirit is also saying it's time for you to stop doubting your gifts, your abilities, and your skills. It's time for you to tap into your own healing power. Quick fixes are fine. Confirmation is fine. But it's time for you to learn to heal on that deep, deep, deep level for self. For those of you that are doing it, great. Now it's time for you to teach others how to do it. Don't keep the knowledge that you're receiving for yourself. Okay. You guys, you know what? I'm being told to check to make sure this isn't an emergency situation. So please bear with me. I do apologize. It's not like Zoom where I can pause and mute. So bear with me one moment, please. Thank you, guys. This is real life. Hey, are you okay, or is it an emergency? Okay, for how long? Okay. 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 Thank you. Bye. Okay, I apologize. Okay, thank you. So also what's coming through with these cards is Spirit is saying when you look at the two pictures, you see the woman who has the book and you see the man who has the crystal. So what Spirit is saying, it's about combining both your intellect and your magical side, right? Combining both. So oftentimes we find ourselves getting really caught up in one or the other. We either use our logic mind and we don't really tap into those magical spaces, or we're really deep into the magical spaces and we don't really use our logical mind. So Spirit is saying it's time for us to bring that balance in, because we have both versions of ourselves or both aspects of ourselves because they serve a purpose. And the purpose, one is not greater than the other, right? So for those of us that tend to side heavily on one side or the other, Spirit is saying this is all about creating balance, right? It's all about creating balance. The more balance you have, the more you'll thrive, the more you'll thrive. Now we also have Goddess of the Moon. And then we also have, and Spirit is saying, bring them together. We have first chakra, Archangel Michael, which is our root chakra, right? So again, look, our root chakra represents being grounded, right? Goddess of the Moon represents that intuition. And also notice the colors in both cards, really talking to like that fire, that passion within. And this is more that flow, right? So as you are embarking on the things that fire you up, right? Spirit is saying to make sure that you're creating that balance for yourself. where you're still taking those times out to get grounded, to get rooted, right? And if you are someone that tends to be like, oh, you know what, I'm just kind of rooted here and it feels great, Spirit is saying make sure you're still flowing. Okay, this also speaks about your intuition really tapping in and connecting to that. And I'm hearing also moon therapy, right? So oftentimes we talk about the moon, and we talk about the moon regarding us being able to really tap into the moon's energy and have it allow access to us with our gifts or deeper magical powers. But what Spirit is saying is if you're feeling, I'm hearing a little discombobulated, or you're feeling a little out of sorts, or you're feeling a little disconnected, to actually go and lay in the moonlight or sit in the moonlight where you feel really relaxed and rested, and allow yourself to receive moon therapy. Like just call on the moon's energy to provide you with healing, right? Not where you're connecting to manifest or you're connecting to release, just providing you with that healing, right? And soaking in the energy of the moon, really connecting to it. Also, as that's coming through, what Spirit is saying is oftentimes when we ground outside in the daylight, right? And so Spirit is saying for us to no longer make that our only way of grounding. Sometimes go out in the moonlight and ground. Go out and stand in the grass, right? Stand in the dirt. Stand in the ocean if you have access at night, and ground. Okay. So I'm being told to go to these cards next. So we too got the music card, right? We got the music card. And what Spirit is saying is that this is putting an emphasis on how the vibration of music can truly break up stagnant energy, right? It can break up stagnant energy. Also, the dance. Spirit is putting emphasis on dance. So if you aren't including music and dance in your healing, do so. This will also, when you're dancing and you're swaying your hips, right, or you're swaying your body, it helps you to bring your chakras into balance. But right now, what Spirit is saying is the root chakra is the main focus here. So as we are experiencing the things that we're experiencing right now in this lifetime, Spirit is saying all the chaos that is in the collective, it's important that those of us that are here, that are choosing this path of awakening, that we make sure we stay grounded. It's also essential that you're shielding yourself, your home, your loved ones. And I'm being told to tell you, if you have an opportunity to play a drum, do so. Now, I don't know if this is for everybody. I have a drum in the closet, and so I'm going to break mine out. But Spirit is saying, if you have the access to play a drum, play one. If you have an opportunity to play a drum, play one. And just allow yourself to connect with the boom, right? The boom. Allow yourself to connect. And as you're hitting the drum, right, allow yourself to really align the drum beat with your heartbeat. Now, if you don't have access to a drum, what Spirit is saying is you can tap on your thighs, right? Connect to your heartbeat, right? Connect to the beat and the feel of your heart. Now, that's not the beat of my heart, but this is the pace that I'm moving right now. So what Spirit is saying, what's happening is this is also helping you ground. It's helping you to not only get grounded in this earthly experience, but it's helping you to get grounded in love. It's helping you to get grounded in light. It's helping you to understand where you are going and what you're being called to heal. It's also helping you identify pains that you may be picking up from the collective so that you know what to release. Not taking it on as your own is key. Okay, let me see what you all are saying. Oh, thank you, Michonne. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, okay. My mom said clip her nails. Okay, awesome. Hi, Roz. How are you? Roz said, hi, family. So glad to be here today. Being specific is key to reaching exactly what you are asking for. And Rio said, Archangel Michael came up for me last night. Rio, make sure you're doing that grounding and calling on Archangel Michael as you're doing so. Outside grounding would be really good for you. Outside grounding. And for you, Spirit is saying day or night. Shamika said, I will be doing that tonight, going out to connect with the moon energy. I've been feeling a little disconnected at home, sick with a cold, asking for healing energies to be sent my way. Yes, definitely will be sending healing your way. And if we can all do that together, that would be awesome as a collective, sending that energy for Shamika. So Shamika, you're also being called to do a release. And nothing that's going to take a lot of your energy, but literally, taking that energy and pulling it out, right? Pulling it out. Aside from your heart, your sacral, your root, your third eye is coming up too. So doing that, just pulling it out, but then replenishing, right? I'm hearing you've been receiving some upheavals and it's time for you to seal in the replenishment, right? Seal in the replenishment. Just make sure whenever you're releasing, whenever you go through a healing, whenever you move to the next level, that you're doing that replenishing, right? Doing that replenishing. At least for a week after is what Spirit is saying. So we have use your hands. Use your hands. So what's coming through is another way to be grounded is the use of our hands. So whether you have a garden, right, getting out in the dirt, putting your hand in the dirt, your hands in the dirt, whether you go and you do like a pottery class. I know things that some places aren't fully open yet, but these are things that you can take into the future, right? If you can't go anywhere for a pottery class, then go out in the dirt, put your hands in the dirt, right? Even putting your hands in the mud, but the use of your hands, creating with your hands. So like Michonne, with you creating that jewelry, right? You're using your hands and really bringing your spiritual connection and your physical connection to a very united place as being one. I'm also being told to tell you to begin giving yourself a head massage, right? And as you're giving yourself a head massage, just start releasing all that energy that's being pumped into the collective, right? That's being pumped into the collective to agitate and shift our unconscious, right? All those control mechanisms, just massaging your scalp, right? And releasing as you do. Now, if you notice, I'm not actually touching my scalp. I'm doing an energetic massage, but you can actually touch and bring that energy in, just setting the intention that all the chaos, all the subliminals are being released from your psyche, right? All the fear, all the anger, all the anguish, that you're releasing it. Because what happens is you get bogged down with what's being pumped into the collective, and then it disconnects you from what's truly within and what you truly know instinctively, right? Okay, so what I was told to tell you, it's also time to stop searching for answers and receive the answers through peace and calm. And what Spirit is saying is that's coming through like, oftentimes we're repetitive with, okay, Spirit, what do I do now? Where do I go now? Show me, take me, right? And so what Spirit is saying is you are not going to receive the answers that way, right? You ask the question, what do we always say? Set it and forget it. And then you go into that peace and that calm, that trust, that absolute faith, right? Go into meditation and just know that you will receive what you're seeking. I'm hearing some of you are overdoing it, right? And we've all had moments where we're doing that, where we're just like, okay, Spirit, now what? Now what? Show me, take me there. That, are we there yet? Spirit is saying, let that go. You're being called to remain in a state of peace and calm. Okay, let's see what you all are saying. Denise said, I will ground tonight in the moonlight. I grounded this morning at Chambers Bay. Missed you, Nahkila. I miss our walks at Chambers Bay too. So much, so much. Empress Daisy said, I was literally just trying to release this tension in my head. Wow. Yeah, just take your hands and either energetically, all over. You can even use 2 hands and just massage it out, right? Massage it out. Or you can literally physically massage it out. Massage it out. Because what Spirit is saying is, as a collective, we're just carrying a lot of energy that is not our own. And where we are right now is we're so bogged down that we can't tell the difference between what's ours and what's not. And it's so vital for us to get to that point. Because if we don't know that it's not ours, then it makes it difficult to release it, right? It makes it difficult to release it when we're thinking it's ours. When we know it's not ours, we can just say, okay, you know what? That does not belong to me. And it's a much easier, quicker process than when it is ours and we're healing, right? It's just a matter of, that doesn't belong to me. Let me just get that off. So we also have clean your space. Clean your space. And we've talked about this before, right? We've talked about this before, how number one, that saying cleanliness is next to godliness. Well, the reason why that saying is such is because when there's clutter, right, it creates a disruption in the flow of the life force energy, right? And so our space, along with our chakras, when they're clear, that energy can flow. We can receive messages better, more efficient, more clearly, right? We feel more at peace, more at ease, right? And we're just more in flow. So clean your space. Now, you may say, my space is clean, right? If your physical space is clean, then go in and just do some maintenance on your chakras, right? And if your physical space isn't clean, Spirit is saying literally clean your space. Get rid of things that don't serve you any longer, like memories of things that you're holding on to. You know, you may have things that you kept from a breakup. You know, all of those things hold energy. So Spirit is saying, release them. Release them. Things that you haven't worn or used in a couple of years, release it. Make space for the new to enter. Okay? Okay, so look, anxiety came in upside down and hostilities. So what is this all about? Okay, so Spirit is saying, again, speaking about what's not theirs. That is literally what came through. And so what Spirit is saying is the anxiety is in reverse because there's a lot of anxious energy floating around, right? And Spirit is saying that it's upside down because it's an indication that what you're feeling, those of you that may be feeling that, it does not belong to you, right? There are hostile forces that are attempting to create this veil of an illusion that makes you forget that your energy is one of peace, that your energy is one of calm, that your energy is one of love. And so what I'm being told to tell you is the reason why we're receiving this message, and it's a bit repetitive, is because it's time for us to take a stand, right? It's time for us to take a stand and protect our energy. It's time for us to take a stand and say, I am choosing peace. I am choosing calm. I am choosing to not be controlled. And I'm hearing I'm choosing self-control. I am choosing to direct my love, my light, and my energy in the places that I see fit, the places that I am guided to direct it. So what's happening is there's a disruption in your healing, right? There's a disruption in your healing because you're taking on too much. So those breaks that we talked about, so important. Those timeouts that we talked about, very important. Disconnecting, so important. And Spirit just said again, it's also time for you to remember who you are. So let's see what the T message says. Happiness is actually an art of living, which is in us. I can't make it up, you guys. Look. So it goes back to remembering what's at our core, right? Remembering what's at our core. And the art is the ability to tap into that no matter what. Now, again, I'm being told to say it doesn't matter if we have experiences that make us feel certain ways, right? Because that's a part of being human. But Spirit is saying there's a difference between feeling a way and becoming a way, right? Awesome, awesome. Let's see. Empress Daisy said, that was me, kind of why I got a reading today. What mission shall I go on today, Spirit? What's next? Oh my gosh. And Michonne said, is that why I'm always rubbing my thighs randomly? It's what I'm hearing is it's also a way to ground, that rubbing of the thighs, you know, that moving. I tend to do things like that too. I'll find myself doing something with my fingers or, you know, just moving. It helps me to stay grounded in this physical form. I find myself doing it a lot too when I'm in like groups, you know, just kind of moving subtly. You know, it helps me to stay connected to my own energy and to not be fully connected to the energy of everyone else. So yeah, just notice things that you do, right? When you're in large groups, notice what you do when you're in large groups. And then when you take that time, that peace and that quiet, just kind of do that so that you can disconnect from the collective energy and connect to your own. Because here's the thing, we're very much so present, right? When we're around people, we're very much so present and aware that this energy is not mine. Some of us, right? We can feel the shift and we know, okay, this is theirs. But the thing that Spirit is saying that we're not always aware of is when there's no one around, the energy that we're connected to, right? That's the part that Spirit is saying it's time for us to be more connected to, understanding that we don't just have to be around others in the physical to be connected to the energy of others, right? And although as I say this, I feel like some of you are like, well, duh, we know that. But what Spirit is saying and knowing it and realizing it in the moment is two different things. So this message is to make us all realize it in the moment. And I'm being told we're in for a great shift. So it's important that we're solid, that we're grounded, that we're rooted in who we are, what we know, what we believe, and what we stand for. Okay? Let's see what you're saying. Oh, thank you, Empress Daisy. It's so awesome because I like to just remind y'all, be awesome today. Just be. That's who you are every day. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Rio said, yes, working through a lot of anxious energy. That's not mine. I find myself tapping my heart. Good, good, good. To help release that energy. Good. I'm hearing every day for the next 7 days, Rio, really pay attention to, like, just be in a space that feels really peaceful for you. For me, it's out on my balcony. Be in a space that feels really peaceful. And then it's coming through as almost, and we can all do this, right? Where you connect to the energy and it's almost like you visualize it, right? You feel it and then you can see it. And it's like going above the energy to see what's really there, right? So we're here. Here's the collective energy. This is where we usually vibrate. But if we take those slow, deep breaths in a place that's peaceful and we connect to what we feel, and then we just allow ourselves to go above that energy and almost see it like a line. Like, think about going above the clouds. For those of us that have been on airplanes, when you go above the clouds and it's like a whole new world up there, it can be all gloomy below the clouds. But once you go above it, it's like, ooh, the sun is up here, right? That's how it's coming through. Visualize it like that. And then when you go above those clouds, then tap into that energy and see what you feel, right? See what you feel. And when you do it, you guys, when you do it, come back on this video and comment to let us know what you experienced. Because I'm telling you, the first time that I realized that there was a very heavy energy that I was connected to and I went above it, it was like, oh my goodness, this feels amazing. It's so peaceful. It's so abundant. It's so, things are turning and rolling in a positive direction. And then just doing that, I'm able to connect to that energy even when I'm interacting below the clouds, right? So Denise says, self-love breaking, going through a breakdown to get to my breakthrough. Yes, yes, yes. And let's send our sister Denise some love and some light and some healing. She is doing a detox, and anyone who's done a detox, we know how that can be. So let's just send her some love, light, and healing as she transitions through this self-love period. Shamika said, thank you. Sending back love and light to all. Alaka said, had to leave for a minute. What I missed? Michonne said, I only rub my thighs when I'm home, not in public. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. I'll be like, y'all don't see when they just fly out, and I love it. It says woman holding a heart. Spirit just said, you don't have to wear your heart on your sleeve, but you can wear it where everyone can see. And it's like coming through like here where your heart chakra is, but it's coming through like a Care Bear, right? You don't have to wear your heart on your sleeve, but wear it where everyone can see. Make sure that your thoughts are thoughts of love. Make sure that your words are words of love. Make sure your actions are actions of love. Spirit is saying, because here's the thing, we can't afford for you to get sucked in. It's so easy to get sucked in. It's so easy to have passion turn into anger. It's so easy to become afraid. It's so easy to forget when so many things are stacked against you, working towards you forgetting. Don't forget. And then I was told to pull from the bottom, a man holding a coin. And Spirit is reminding us this coin represents abundance, right? It's not just financial. We have this come through every time Spirit talks about abundance, that it's not just financial, because we've been taught that financial abundance is abundance. And yes, it is. But Spirit is saying it's so much deeper than that. All those deeper things create your financial abundance. And it's so much deeper than that, right? There's like, it's coming through, I'm seeing like weeds, like a field of weeds, right? And then I'm seeing this little patch of green grass, right? And Spirit is saying, even though there may be weeds around you, you are still that patch of green grass, still growing, still flourishing, right? Still expanding, right? And just like weeds can grow and spread, so can life, so can love, right? So can abundance, so can bliss. It's time for you to use your voice. It's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to be that example. Keep shining. Okay, so Spirit said, that is all, Nahkila, going to see if they have any questions. So do you have any questions? And this isn't questions like reading questions, right? This is like, just, do you have any questions regarding like what's going on or what you may be feeling, or you know what I mean? It's questions like that. Let's see. Cheryl said, what's a good detox remedy? So Cheryl, one thing that's a good detox remedy that instantly when I read that, Spirit is said, cutting out meat for a period of time, eating organic for a period of time, incorporating more fruit and vegetables for a period of time, but then also making sure as you're doing this, you're being gentle on your soul, kind on your soul, right? Cutting out social media for a period of time, cutting out toxic energy for a period of time. And then that came through indefinitely, right? Those are good starter detoxes. And of course, anything that Spirit guides you to do. Some people will do detoxes where they don't do any food. I did that, but your soul may not be calling you to do that, right? But what will happen as you cut out like the meat, you eat organic, you incorporate more fruits and vegetables during your detox, and you cut out toxic energy, what you're able to do is to connect more deeply to your energy, right? To get more grounded in your energy. And it helps you to see where you vibrate so you can begin getting stronger at making a difference between the vibration that doesn't belong to you. So yeah, that's a good start. That's a great question. Thank you. Anitra says, sending highest light and healing to you, Denise. Alatha said, Denise, hey, what type of detox are you doing? I've been thinking of doing another one myself. It's time. Shamika said, this message is so resonating with me. I have to find a job, apartment, all at the same time. Well, cancel, delete, you have to. You're choosing to. You know, put that positive vibration in that unconscious that you're choosing to. You have a choice, right? And I'm so glad that it's resonating. So glad. So as we send you that healing, we're sending that those doors open, those roads open, those blocks are removed, and that you're able to manifest exactly what serves your highest good. Michonne says, sending you love, light, peace, and healing, Denise. Denise said, a lot that I'm doing is celery cleanse and making sure I get my water intake up, but detoxing from people having access to my energy during this transition. Yes, and so it is. Hey, Javi. Okay, let's see. Alata said, that's definitely a good detox. Empress Daisy said, I'm going to cut out social media. I think it's time. Yeah, and you know, even if you don't do it forever, right? Or if you choose to, but it's so important for us to disconnect, you know? I was talking to someone yesterday and I was just saying how, and I've told you all how after I did my detox, the moment I logged into Facebook, I felt my energy drop. Like I felt it drop. Just the moment I logged in after my detox, and it was like, whoa, that's some powerful energy, right? It's some powerful energy. And just like when we're serving and we do readings or we, you know, we connect to others' energy by the way of, you know, whatever, however we do that when we serve, it's important to disconnect the energy when we disconnect from social media. You know, you can even smudge yourself. Because you think most of us have thousands of friends that have all their energy going on. Not all of our friends are in a place of awakening, or if they are, they're in various stages. So once we tap in, we're connected. We're connected, right? So it's so important that we disconnect from that energy once we're done with it. Once we're done with it. And not just like at the end of the day, but if you log into social media, when you log out, disconnect each time. Log in, log out, you know? It's important. Pat said, I missed about 6 minutes, but that message about anxiety really resonated with me. I've been doing lots of grounding to keep myself balanced. Awesome, awesome. Hi, Alice. And you know what? I did not call you this weekend. I was doing a total rest and relaxation. I will be calling you. I will be calling you. Thank you for being on here because it reminded me. You guys go subscribe to Alice's channel if you haven't. She's amazing. Amazeballs, so please do. Let's see. Alice said, hello, my love blessings. Empress Daisy, that's another addition to detoxing for sure. Yes, yes. Anitra said, wow, that is powerful energy. It is important to disconnect, right? Thousands of friends with their energy. Yes, yes. Because I'm telling you, that was like mind blowing. It was like, oh my goodness. I felt it like literally drop. And it's like, whoa. And we don't realize because it's a part of our regular routine. It's a part of our regular routine. So we don't realize how much energy we're carrying that just isn't our own, right? And Spirit keeps reminding us, connect to your energy, know the difference, be in control of your energy because it's important for what you're here to do, right? Empress Daisy said a lot that, yes, find myself checking in at least 20 times a day for what? Alice said, log in, log out, walked in at the right time. Awesome. Denise said, thank you all for the love and support, family. Anitra said, that is great info. I am choosing to intentionally disconnect each time. Yes, yes, yes. It's so important. So important. Michonne said, yes, Pat, it serves your highest good. Anitra said, a black butterfly just sat beside me for a moment. That's so awesome. Make sure you look it up. Look up the definition of a black butterfly specifically, because I'm sure the butterfly itself, you know what that is, but the black butterfly, look that up. Ooh, my mom said next week I'm doing my 3-day detox. Awesome. And you know what? I ended up not doing my weekend detox the first weekend of the month because I forgot I had a meeting on Saturday. So mine, I'll probably end up doing mine too the same weekend. Cheryl said there's so much drama on the news and social media. Yes. Cheryl, why when I first read that, there's so much drama in the LBC. But yes, it is. It's important. It's important. Now, if you're ready for the challenge to disconnect from the news, I would say doing that, it makes a whole lot of difference. I had YouTube on and there were these videos that were on and they were talking about like the virus and just all these things going on, but I didn't have volume on and I was looking at it and I was like, that looks like bad actors. Like it just felt so unreal. You know what I mean? Like, it felt so unreal. And remember, we talked about the Truman Show? Like, that's what it felt like. It just felt so unreal. And it's because a lot of it is unreal, right? A lot of it is unreal. So when we talk in terms of, you know, how this virus has created this whole hoopla of fear, right? Well, when we think in fear, we talked about how it weakens our immune system, right? So now we are weakening our immune system. We're disconnecting from human beings, right? We're not able to see each other smile, which can light up a person's day. There's so many levels of how this is affecting us, and the effects that it's having are more critical than the effects that they're telling us it's having, right? Like, oh, you could get sick and die. Well, yeah, you could get sick and die, but it's more of a soul death, right? Now, I'm not saying that people aren't dying from it. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, with this disconnecting from people, not being able to interact, not being able to go out and be in the sun, right? Lack of sun lowers our immune system, right? All of these things, right? So what Spirit is saying is for you to use your own discernment, your own intuition. So the way I've dealt with this virus has literally been day to day, I tap in, right? I tap in and I ask Spirit, you know, before when I was doing the mask thing, I'm like, okay, Spirit, it's today to wear the mask. And then Spirit finally said, you don't have to. They don't work anyway. You're fine. That was my message. Now get your own message, but that was my message, right? So yeah, there's so many things happening that is, I'm hearing weakening our spirits, right? Weakening our spirits. This is why we're being called to stand up, remember who we are, live in our power. Spirit said, but first we must embrace our power, embrace the awareness that we are powerful, and then exist in it unapologetically, right? See things for what they are, including ourselves, because we've been living in an illusion. Some call it the matrix, but it hasn't just been the matrix of the collective and this world. It's been the matrix of who we are. Systematically, we've been pushed into amnesia, right? So it's time. It's time. Good. Michonne said I haven't been connected to the news at all. Let's see. Alice said, yes, you know your energy. You feel the shift, the pull. Yes. Anitra said, looked it up. If you have been praying for a financial blessing in your life, seeing a black butterfly is a reminder that God will provide all that you need. Awesome. Matthew 6:25. Awesome. Because I think about the post, the question I asked in the group, and your response, you know, and look at that. That's so awesome. Hi, Eric. Welcome. Eric said, I've been seeing white butterflies for about a week now. Yesterday, I was driving. A colorful butterfly flew by my window. Did you look it up? Did you look it up? And I often say, even if you know what something is, look it up anyway, because you may receive the same message, right? The same image or the same number or the same spirit animal to bring a message, but you may read the same thing and get a different message, right? Because there's something that it's calling, pulling at your soul to remember or to receive. And so it may be the exact same thing, but you get a totally different message. So Empress Daisy said, yes, it says it's been years since I actively watched the news. I don't even turn, wait, let's see, where did it go? I lost it. Oh, I don't even turn it on for the weather. Yeah, me neither. Shamika says, sending Denise maximum energy and high vibrations during your detox. And so it is. Michonne said, yes, Cheryl, I share then log off, or I go days or weeks without social media or on the regular. Cheryl said, yes, Empress Daisy, it's like they enjoy talking about unpleasant things. Yeah, and not only do they talk about unpleasant things, but they make things up. They lie. Okay, look, that's a nice way to put it. They lie. They manipulate, right? So, hi, Alexa. Welcome. Alexa said, happy belly in Tacoma. Washington has a great special on a juice cleanse this month. Awesome. Let's see. Anitra said, also represents change, transition, freedom, and rebirth. The associations with death and misfortune can also symbolize the death of something bad or negative or the end of misfortune. And so it is. I knew it was someone, Alata, but I couldn't remember if it was you. I knew Eric wasn't Eric, but I forgot who Eric was. Pat said, you guys are good. I still watch the news, just not often. Well, Pat, eventually you'll disconnect. Mom, if you're still on, you can talk to Pat a little bit about that. I was going hard with my mom. Like, well, actually, I wasn't going hard at first. I would just be like, Mom, disconnect from the news. So finally, one day I went hard, because usually if she's like, I'm not, and I'll let it go. But this day, Spirit was like, nope, keep pushing it, keep pushing it. So she committed to letting it go. And once she did, she found her peace level was elevated. Because, here's the thing. And this is, of course, you do what you choose. But with the news, when we understand what the intent is, right? It's like, the intention is not to serve us. The intention is to disconnect us, right? The intention is not of highest light and love. And so the question is, what are we gaining from it, right? What are we gaining from it? It's like putting ourselves in an abusive situation expecting to get something positive from it. It doesn't happen. The only thing that happens is we feel less worthy. Our self-esteem diminishes, So the news is the same way. It's like, and now that you're connected, Spirit will make sure everything that serves your highest good to know. I don't watch the news, but the things that are important for me to know, I still know, So that's something for you to discuss with Spirit and see where you're led, and maybe a detox from the news would be good. So. Okay, awesome. Anitra said, yes, the song Black Butterfly is sad. It's about the slave passage. Cheryl said, I don't blame you, Michonne. Michonne said, I see butterflies on the regular, but I know it's my mom. Yes, that's another thing that they represent. Past loved ones will come, in the form of a butterfly to let us know they're near. Oh, my mom must have said something about the news, because I see, Michonne, you addressed it, but I missed it. Pat says, so true. I never feel good after watching it. That's why I don't watch. I agree. News detox is definitely in order. Yes. So I am being called to pull again from, it's 232. We're going to look that number up. Oh, look, as we're talking about butterflies, we have look for fairies. So what I'm being told is that it's time for us to start noticing the creatures around us, right? Because they're bringing us messages. And what Spirit is saying is the reason why we're being told to notice the creatures, like bugs, certain bugs, or, butterflies, or ants, even squirrels, is because when we do that, we're slowing down, and we're in nature, and we're connecting, right? And we're opening ourselves up to receive divine guidance in many shapes, ways, and forms. So Spirit is saying right now we will be receiving an influx of information, but it's not going to always come from the traditional way, traditional as in your way, your regular way of receiving. Now you're being called to observe, open your eyes, all three, in my case, all five when I have on my glasses, and really see the messages that the divine is placing before you. Don't take anything as a coincidence. See it all as another step, another level, another layer, and something that serves your highest good. Okay? So, 232. Let's look that up. Look at the bottom. Oh, and we got Goddess of the Moon again. And 52, 7. Everything is being divinely guided. Everything. Because you've said okay to that. Let's see. So it says angel number 232 is a combination of the vibrations of number 2 appearing twice, doubling its attributes and influences, and the energies of number 3. Number 2 resonates with faith and trust, diplomacy and cooperation, duality and finding balance, relationships and partnerships, intuition and insight, service and duty, and your divine life purpose and soul mission. Number 3 relates to optimism and joy, inspiration and creativity, self-expression and communication, manifesting and manifestation, imagination and intelligence, energy, growth and expansion, spontaneity, encouragement and assistance, talent and skills. Number 3 is also the number of the Ascended Masters. Angel number 323 is a message to stay focused on your aspirations, goals, and expectations, and stay centered in your faith and trust. You are working in alignment with the energies of the Ascended Masters, and they are currently helping and guiding you through your next life steps and actions. Maintain a diplomatic, harmonious, and caring attitude towards others, and you will find that all that serves your highest good will fall into place for your divine right time. Angel number 232 is a message from the angels and Ascended Masters that they are available for guidance and assistance whenever you ask. Call upon them whenever you wish and have faith and trust in yourself and the universal energies as you serve your divine life purpose and soul mission. And look, it breaks down to angel number 7. And I was actually being told by Spirit to read number 7. So it says 7 represents the vibrations and energies of the collective consciousness, faith and spirituality, spiritual awakening and awareness, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual acceptance and development, mysticism, intuition and inner knowing, inner wisdom, psychic abilities, the esoteric, inner selves, deep contemplation, introspection, religion, thoughtfulness, understanding of others, natural healer and healing, secrets, myth, ritual, peace, poise, emotions and feelings, inner strength, endurance and perseverance, persistence of purpose, the ability to bear hardships, quick wit, the loner, solitary, isolation, long-sighted, the nonconformist, independent and individualism, intentions, manifesting and manifestation, in time and space, good fortune, mental analysis, philosophy and the philosophical, technicality, scientific research, science, alchemy, genius, a keen mind, specializing and the specialist, understanding, discernment and discerning, knowledge seeking, study, education and learning, writing and the writer, evolution, stability, the ability to set limits, completion, refinement, silence, perfection, chastity, dignity, rigor, ahead of the times. Angel number 7 tells of a beneficial time with obstacles overcome and successes realized. Your angels are happy with your life choices and are telling you that you are currently on the right path. You are encouraged to keep up the good work you have been doing as you are successfully serving your soul purpose and life mission, and your angels are supporting you all the way. Positive things will flow freely towards you, and this will assist you along your journey. Angel number 7 suggests that you look to further developing your personal spirituality and encourage others to do the same. Angel number 7 tells of learning new skills, listening to your own inner knowing, and stepping out of your comfort zone in order to further develop and advance on all levels. You have an important soul mission and life purpose that involves communicating, teaching, and healing others and serving humanity in a manner that suits you best. You are encouraged to set positive example for others and inspire them to seek their own passion and purpose in life. Angel number 7 also encourages you to take up a spiritually based practice, profession, and or career, or heart-based service if you are so inclined. And so it is. So those are the messages of the numbers. And I like how Spirit always brings it into what we were talking about, right? So let's see. Hi, Janelle. I know you're on because I saw Alexis said hi to you, but it looks like I missed something. So let's see. Oh, no. Alexa, your name is Alexa Janelle. You said, wow. Michonne said, come through, Spirit and Mom. Phyllis said, hey there, everyone. Hey, Phyllis. Let's see. Michonne said, I pay attention to everything, humans, animals, trees, insect guides, everything. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Hey, Natalie. How long have you been on? We are at the end, but you guys go on over there and subscribe to Natalie. Listen, go on over, subscribe right now. She's amazing. Amazing. Natalie's always doing some late night reads that I usually miss because I'm usually in bed. So I miss the lives, but go ahead over. Phyllis said, hey, Natalie, I just got on myself. So yes, we just finished the message for the collective, and now we are getting into the mini read section. So those of you that just got on, if you feel led to go back and watch the replay, please do. So let's see, Empress Daisy, you are first, right, for the mini read. And your question, can you remind me, did you have a question or was it a... General. And so, Natalie, Spirit is telling me to tell you this because you probably won't go back and watch the full thing. But one of the things that came up today is to disconnect even after we get off social media, right? So I know we talked about the disconnect process in a different setting, but Spirit was telling us to disconnect even when we get off social media because of all the energy that is projected from social media. Okay, General. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm connecting to your energy now. Okay. So the first thing is so weird because this song comes through almost every Wednesday, but there ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I'm hearing you've been a bit disconnected from yourself, but it's because you're making positive changes. So what this song is representing today is the fact that as you're making positive changes, people that are used to you behaving in a certain way don't know how to handle it as you self-improve, increase self-love and self-care. Do it anyway. You're making positive strides and eventually they'll come around, those that are meant to. I'm being told to tell you, you're also being called to catch and release. There are people in your life that have served their purpose and you in their life. So now it's time for you to allow them to be released. Don't fight against the flow of the current. As you state what you're choosing and you state what you'd like, as we're coming through and providing you with clarity of insight, clarity of action, clarity of clearing space and making room, it's important that you remain in flow and allow it to happen. So here's the thing. You get attached to people, places, things. Like everyone, it's in your human nature. But what we're calling for you to do is be more in flow. And as they were saying, be more in flow, they were saying release, release. Be more at ease and in flow with releasing. Because although you've experienced it slightly, there's about to be a really big upheaval. There's about to be a really big shift, a really big change of currents. So the more you're able to adapt, the more you increase your ability to survive. And not just survive, but to thrive, to grow, to elevate. And what they just said was you also have gifts that you're not tapping into. And what they mean by not tapping into is you're not sharing them. You're keeping them within yourself. Now it's time for you to start sharing your gifts on a deep, deep, deep level. And they also said a deeper level. You have power and you have time. So put the two together. Utilize your time to increase your power, to tap into your power, and to share your power. You have a knack for all things change. And they said, yes, the children too, because they said you had a knack for children, but as children came through, they instantly went into all things change. And so they said to say the children too. And then that song Walking on Sunshine came through, but what they said the lyrics are they're floating on sunshine. It's really important for you to do that exercise where you go above the clouds of the collective energy and feel. And they're saying, feel the energy beyond that and feel the energy of the collective. But what they're saying is, and the collective is the collective of spirits of light and love, right? Because there's a totally different energy that's created by spirits of light and love. And that is where you find your energy. So really you doing that traveling there, also astral projecting there, right? Gathering, I'm hearing tools and nuggets, serves your highest good and the highest good of those you're called to serve. You're also going to be accessing memories that you've forgotten, and it's coming through Akashic records. Also, they're telling me to tell you to get into doing readings eventually. You're meant to utilize your gifts in that way. Just one of the ways. He said one of the easier ways. How have you been doing with your serving and opening yourself up to serve? That's the question that they told me to ask you. How much time and energy have you dedicated towards that today? They first said towards that as in period, and then they said today. So what they're telling me to tell you is it's an important thing to make sure that you're dedicating some of your time every day to serving, right? And that is inclusive of your self-love, right? Your self-care, keeping up on top of that, because when you're serving self, you're serving. But you're also meant to get out there and serve the collective. Open your ear chakras, cleanse and clear your ear chakras. Also allow yourself to be gifted the blessings that you're seeking, the blessings that you're asking for. You've been creating a bit of a block. It's time for you to remove those blocks. Connect to your energy. Feel where those blocks are and release them. And instantly, as I was saying that, I felt like pressure in this side of my head. But that's not the only place that your blocks are, right? That's a more surface place. Start there is what they're saying, and then work your way down. Also, what they're showing me is something with your arms. It'd be good for you to just bring divine energy to flow down your arms, right? Allow it to go into your hands. Healing hands is also coming through. But just sometimes just channel that energy and just go down your arms, And when you feel intuitively led to stop, then release it to the earth. I'm seeing you barefoot, connecting to Mother Earth. Doing that is really valuable for you. Excuse me. Also allowing yourself to swim in nature is coming through for you. But I literally see you in water. Like, it's not metaphoric. It's literally like, even if you're floating, but just being in water in nature, right? And not just standing in it, like literally your body's in it, you know? Okay, which deck? Okay. Oh, look, the thinking man. And Spirit is telling you to stop overthinking. Stop overthinking. Attachment, releasing attachment to those people that Spirit was referring to. It's time to let them go. It's time to let them go. Right. And also, as these two cards are coming up, what Spirit is saying is stop overthinking the release process, right? That process of letting people go. When you're intuitively led to let them go, do it. Like, you don't have to have an explanation beyond the fact that you are being guided. Your intuition is telling you to let them go. You know, right, when it happens, but then you can make excuses to block that. And Spirit is saying it's time to stop. So that overthinking is to be guided. Step more into your being guided, right? And then the Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone is playing again. For some that are released, they will return, because once you're gone, they'll realize your value, your worth, and you'll be guided on who to let back in. And some will attempt to return just because it feels good basking in your light. But they're coming with no intentions to serve your highest good. So this is why it's so important for you to uplift yourself and build up your ability to connect on a deeper level, so that as these things occur, you know when to say no and when to say yes. Now is the time. Okay, so I'm hearing it's time to heal, it's time to release. And then Spirit said it's time to heal those broken pieces, right? And it's coming through like, you're not broken, but there's pieces within that are broken, that are shattered, right? And once you heal those pieces and you make those pieces whole and complete through your healing, you'll then be more, I'm hearing, powerful and equipped to discern in a way that you trust, in a way that feels clear. Okay. Okay, so that is the message I'm receiving for you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I'm going to read to see if you've been leaving comments to let me know how it resonates. Awesome. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Natalie said, awesome. Thank you, Nahkila and Spirit. You're so welcome. Thank you, Natalie. Michonne said, oh, okay, Natalie. Would love to connect with your beautiful spirit. Yes, yes, yes. Connect, definitely. Empress Daisy said, that's very true. Young children always gravitate towards me. Yes, that's where the tension is. Michonne said, gotta run, so family, sending highest light and love to everyone. Sending you love and light too. Enjoy your day. Phyllis said, peace and blessings, Michonne. Empress Daisy said, Spirit is coming through with that fire. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Cheryl said Brianna is after Empress. She wanted to know if she making the right decision to move to the coast next weekend. Thank you so much, Cheryl. She also said she'll watch the replay when she gets off work. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Empress Daisy said, thank you so much. I tend to overthink the process a lot. Maybe doing a little every day on my channel will go a long way. And Empress Daisy, will you do me a favor? Will you leave a comment on this video after it uploads and it's not live so that I can subscribe to your channel? Because I thought about you after the fact, and it's like, it's so much work to go inside this chat to find people. So if you can do that, that would be so awesome. And then I can subscribe to your channel. If I'm not already subscribed, I don't know if I'm subscribed already. I might be. Depending on how we connected, I just might be, but I'd like to make sure. Phyllis said, I sent in a payment to PayPal for a reading as well. Do you know where I'm at on the list? Thanks, sis. So you are next, Phyllis, because Brianna asked to go last. So you'll be next, and thank you. My mom said you were going hard. I was a diehard news watcher. Once I stopped watching, I have peace. Release the news. Yes, yes, yes. And so it is. And so it is. Empress Daisy said, I don't think you're subscribed yet. Okay, awesome. So yes, please. And also anyone that's on, go and subscribe to Empress Daisy's channel too. So hey, Tia Lynn. So yes, put it in the comment section after this video is uploaded. And then that way we can easily, I can, because they can subscribe to you right now. Me and those that watch the replay, we can go and subscribe. The same goes for you, Natalie and Alice. If you guys comment in the comment, then we'll be able to, well, I'm subscribed to you guys, but it'll be easy for those that aren't here right now to subscribe. So let's see. Okay, so Phyllis, you are next. And thank you so much, Empress Daisy. And I'm going to say this to everyone. After you receive the reading, if it resonates and if you feel led to leave a review, if you can click the link in the description box that takes you to the Spiritual Awakening with Nahkila Isha page and leave a review, that would be so appreciated. Also, we just may end up changing the name to that page to AshworthScott Life Sculpting because of the fact that we're a team. And I like to have a page for the team without creating a whole other page. So that change may be coming. So don't be confused if it happens, but the link will always be the same. So I'll update everything. So I'm disconnecting from Empress. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said Nahkila beat me to the answer. Pat said, thanks for sharing, Lady Love. I'm convinced. Okay, Spirit. So I'm connecting to Phyllis's energy. And Phyllis, did you say you had a general? Yes, general. Okay. What message do you have for Phyllis, Spirit? Okay, I'm going to say it. I'm hearing 1, 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. It feels like a dance class, like you're in some sort of dance class, like 1, 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. And you're like moving as you're counting. What is that all about? What's the relevance there? So I'm being told to tell you it would serve your highest good to do something fun like a dance class for exercise. Traditional exercise is good, but you gravitate more towards fun experiences. It's time for you to get moving. So find fun They said fun exploring ways. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Find fun exploring ways to move. Not where it feels like traditional. I'm hearing movement or exercise. And so as I'm saying that, it's coming through like tennis. Like we saw some people playing tennis who were like, oh, that would be fun, you know, and that would be a way of movement, but it doesn't feel like exercise. It's coming through that exercise may feel like a bit of a chore, but if you can find fun ways to move in nature, in the house, but movement is vital right now. There's some stagnant energy that you've yet to release. And through movement, it will come pouring down. And what is that? Is that? And so there's a space in between. Let me show you. There's a space in between your heart chakra and your solar plexus. It's like right here. It's like right in between. And what Spirit is saying is give some attention, some energy to that space. It's not a block. It's just energy that you're being called to release. It's not a block, but it's energy. It's like a space where a block is forming. So connect to that energy, connect to that space. And what I'm being told to tell you is literally see yourself sending a laser beam to it, right? So it's coming through like if you were to step outside of yourself and see yourself in front of you and you're doing a body scan on your own body, and then you come to that space and you're sending a laser beam to that space to dissolve it, right? And as you're sending it, allow yourself to feel it dissolving and releasing, right? Allow yourself to feel it dissolving. And then when you go pee, like just set the intention that all that energy is flowing out, right? It just takes one time to go pee after the exercise and it's gone. And then I'm hearing the song Friends. How many of us have them? Let's be friends. Ones we can depend on. So what is that all about? Okay, so what I'm receiving is it's time for her to surround herself with better friends. And as I said that, that little thing I'm feeling I felt it even more. And what Spirit is saying is about friends where it's a give and a take, right? Not where you're always the giver, but a give and a take. And it's coming through like, and not when they're giving because they feel like it's an obligation because of how much you've given. It's also time for you to be around more light workers. Because I'm hearing through their light, you'll find yours. They will be lighting the path. It's time for you to connect with more like-minded and like-spirited individuals. They said it's also time for you to get off your laurels, Phyllis, and get to work. And then they said, child. They say you just been lagging on the getting to work. And what they mean by the work is your light work, like sharing of yourself, sharing of your gifts. There's a disconnect there because you aren't sure what that looks like. You aren't sure what that is. Now's the time for you to seek counsel to figure that out. And they said, don't tell her, Nahkila, let her figure it out. They say you've already told her. Now it's time for her to move on her own accord. So what they said is it's time for you to release your stubbornness of spirit. And what they're saying is coming through too. Like I keep getting past life stuff from you and it comes through how it affects you now. So your stubbornness of spirit. There was a time where you were extremely stubborn because you stood for something. You had a cause and there was no one that could knock you off. And I'm hearing your rock, right? Very biblical times, literally seeing you on a rock, like in the mountains on a rock, preaching, teaching, right? And it wasn't the popular thing to do. And you were so convicted that no one could change your mind. No one could knock you off. No one could make you settle. No one could stop you from teaching. And so now you carry that sentiment with you here in this lifetime. But the thing is, It's being used to keep you from moving. Your spirit is settled into this 3D existence. So you're being called to tap out of the stubbornness, tap into the healing. And as I'm saying this, I'm feeling that area again. Tap into the growth, tap into the development, tap into the next level, tap into your gifts, tap into your calling, your service, your mission. And then when you're there, reconnect with that stubborn energy. The stubborn energy in and of itself is not a bad thing. It's just time to disconnect so you can tap into all of those things. And once you're there, you'll regain that same conviction that you had then. I'm actually seeing you in like this robe, like a brown robe. You're standing on a rock. And in that lifetime, you were a man. And it feels very biblical. Creating gatherings for light workers is on the agenda. And I'm receiving just small circles, like a book club, right? And you can even start with a book club, right? Finding books that uplift the spirit and start there, facilitating. And then eventually you'll be teaching. It comes natural. So just don't fight the flow. Okay, and they said pull a card from this deck for you. This is for Phyllis, Spirit. What message do you have for Phyllis? That one? Ooh, look at that. You got look for fairies. And what does this mean for Phyllis? They said it's time for Phyllis to look for all that magic within her soul. She's got enough of it to feed the world. So many divine sparks flow through you. So you'll notice that magic is attracted to you. When you tap in, your manifestation potential and power is going to skyrocket through the roof. And you won't ever be lonely again. They say, yes, it's random, but say it. I'm being told to tell you it's also time for you to tap into your royal lineage. You've been royalty in past lives, and you also have royalty. Wait, say it again. You have royalty pumping through your spirit. I'm hearing think queen, think presidential, think leadership. And it's coming through as like, you know, when you have a leader that really cares about the people, right? Like really cares about the people and really love the people, right? It's a different type of leadership. It's a subtle strength, right? And it's that strength where people don't fear you at all. They actually love you and they respect you. So they align out of one or the other or both. That's how it's coming through. Is there anything else? Okay. So you have read. Look at that. We talk about the book club. Is it in reverse? No. Okay. So Spirit is just saying, yep, that's a good start. That is a good start. And then look at that. We see a little cauldron. We see a shooting star. We see flowers. So Spirit is talking about connecting to the fact that you are a spiritual being. You are a star seed, getting grounded in nature, tapping into your magic. That yellow's representing your solar plexus. That blue book is representing your throat chakra. And then that design on the back is representing your path and your journey to peace, right? And then that dot is representing not overthinking it, just making it what it is. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Anything else? Okay, thank you. So Phyllis, that is your message today. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And I'm going to see if you've been commenting. Let's see. Oh, you're still here, Michonne. Phyllis said, absolutely. Oh, my son's girlfriend is calling me now. You guys, let me just make sure this isn't an emergency. She never calls me. I apologize. I'm just getting calls today. Hey, Princess, I'm going live. Is it an emergency? Okay, I'll call you. I'll call you as soon as I'm done. Okay. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. Listen, they never call, so when they do, I'm like, we set up call time, so it's like, let me make sure it's not an emergency. So Phyllis said, true, absolutely true. Yes, that's true. Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you, Michonne. Phyllis said, that makes sense. Phyllis said, oh, wow, that's deep. Wow. Whoa. Oh, wow. So I'm so grateful it resonated. Thank you so much. And you guys, listen, my phone is always on vibrate because that as we grew, Spirit said it's important for me to check, as we had that false alarm where someone, they didn't pay, but they didn't do it intentionally, right? And Spirit said, honor system is nice, Nahkila, but also being realistic is nice too. So make sure you're checking. So my phone is always on vibrate, and no one ever calls while we're in live. So it's like when I get those calls from the people that called today, it's like, okay, let me just make sure it's not an emergency. So you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you, Phyllis. I'm grateful that it was confirmation. Thank you. So, Michonne, you are next because Brianna asked to go last. So, do you have a question or are you doing a general today? Okay, Spirit. So, we're disconnecting from Phyllis's energy now. And you know what? As I'm disconnecting from Phyllis's energy, what Spirit is telling us is it is a really good idea for all of us to do some sort of detox because I kind of feel sick. And what Spirit is saying is that even though we're aware, it doesn't make us immune, right? Even though we may not take on as much as the average person who is not aware, we're still human, right? And so it's about us releasing all the toxic energy that has been floating around. And then Spirit is saying it is important for us to take, you may not do 3 days like my mom, you may not do 2 days a month like me, but at least a day where it's just total disconnect, cleanse, detox, right? So Spirit is saying that's good for all of us because it's so vital. It's so vital. And it's coming through as that stressing of the fact that we don't truly understand how powerful it is because so many people are vibrating at that frequency that in order for us to maintain the upper hand of our own energetic field, it takes regularly detoxing, releasing, right? And connecting within. So that came up very strong as I was disconnecting. The energy is coming through as like a feeling of sickness, right? A feeling of sickness. So, okay. Okay, when Sean said general, and a lot that said Akila, I was just thinking the exact same thing. Yes, Spirit was talking to you too. So yeah, it's coming through strong, strong, strong. And I'm really feeling like queasy in my solar plexus. And then I'm also feeling it in my heart, right? And so this is where we're being most affected in our power and in our ability to love. So yeah, it's strong, strong, strong. Like I almost feel like I have to vomit, but it's not up here. It's in the solar plexus in the heart, if that makes sense. Like it's weird how I feel like a nauseous feeling in the heart. I've never felt that before. Oh, Michonne said, Spirit said I wasn't done receiving a message and follow. Ross said, I've had so many calls today from family members. Also, we'll definitely have to listen to the replay. Awesome. Yeah, because it's just weird. I don't usually get those calls like that. A lot that said I'm literally deciding on what date to start. They'll say, yes, we have to detox. It definitely serves our highest good to do it. Alata said she has heartburn, feeling, and nausea. Nahkila, I can't stand you. I couldn't type hooking up before you said it. Oh my goodness, you all tapped in. Oh, that's the other thing. I'm grateful. Look at how Spirit is working, because Spirit, look, thank you, Alata. Thank you, Spirit. So the message has come up before, and it came through last Wednesday after we logged off, and I didn't have an opportunity to tell you. So Spirit just used Alata to remind me to tell you. So that's so awesome. So literally, you know how we talk about disconnecting, right? So when we're connected like this, we're all connected, right? We're all sensitive. We're all born psychic. So just like Alata is tapping in and feeling that energy, even if you don't feel, right, the like, it's not a physical feeling or an awareness, you are tapped in and connected. So when we get done with these lives, or when you get done with anything that involves a collective of people, just disconnect. And you can simply take it, the energy, brush it down all the way down your legs and toss it to the earth. And if you feel led, you can smudge. But doing that, it actually will get rid of it too. So disconnecting, thank you. Okay, so now connecting to Michonne's energy. Alata said, I tapped in yesterday. I wanted to be about this today. It was something I wanted to get off today, and I believe I just received it. Awesome, awesome. I'm grateful that you did. Okay. So, Spirit, what message do you have for Michonne? Instantly, I heard patience is key, but I also heard patience, my child. So you're in that flow of abundance, right? You're in that flow of abundance, and your abundance is coming in other forms outside of financial right now, right? It's like that abundance of growth, that abundance of expansion, that abundance of healing. And why do they say abundance like that right now? But that's how it's coming through. You're in that energy, right? So what they're telling you is be patient, because all of that is creating that financial abundance as well. And your patience is key to make sure that you don't set yourself back, or they're saying have to backtrack, right? Or build that momentum up again. Also, because you're in that flow of abundance in all those other areas, you feel that certain areas that are not flowing as quickly should be, right? And as they said should be, they're saying you'd like them to be. So it's creating an energy of impatience. It's creating an energy of agitation. But agitation isn't coming through like how it usually does, like that feeling of being agitated, like it's coming through more of like antsy, right? That's how it feels, more antsy, right? And what Spirit is saying, this is a natural part of the process. So we go through hills and valleys, ebbs and flows, high tides, low tides, right? And even when we're going through that, it's just a natural flow. It's not that any less is happening. It's just not happening on the surface. And so Spirit is reminding you, and I'm also hearing confidence is key. Courage is key. Patience is key. They said strong emphasis on patience. They're telling me to tell you to focus right now on expanding your gifts by paying special attention to your third eye. Also, as I was receiving that, I was feeling a bit of a headache coming on from here to here. A bit of overthinking has been happening on your part too. And then I just heard, don't stop till you get it right, right? And I don't know if that's Michael's real words or if it's don't stop till you get enough. But what they said is don't stop till you get it right. Right. And that's coming through as you're like, go. Edit. Adjust. And they're saying leave it as is. Start focusing your energy on the outcome, not so much the presentation. Now, with that being said, what they're telling me to tell you is it doesn't mean presentation is not important, right? It doesn't mean that. But what they're saying is don't focus on the presentation. Focus on the outcome. What are you providing others? What are you receiving in a form of what you're providing others, right? Yes, presentation is important, but the energetic focus is more so important. Have laser focus on the energy you're creating. because this is where your abundance comes from. And so as I'm saying that, like, ooh, that head, it's like feeling like lightheadedness, right? I'm even feeling some things right here in the neck. And so you know that area that's like right here at the nape of your neck, that some call the mouth of God. Can you see that area right there? What I'm being told to tell you is to begin massaging that, protecting that, shielding that. You can get some, it's like eggshells will get crushed and made into a powder, right? And it's used as a protection. You can rub some of that back there. Now you can get one of those, what's the thing called? I just bought one where you crush things. Can't think of what it's called, but it's like stone and it's a bowl and a crusher and you crush things. You can get one of those and do it yourself, create your own powder, or you can purchase it places. But just rubbing it there, and as you're rubbing it, easing the tension, right? Protecting your mind, your thoughts, your psyche from overthinking, from worry, from stress, and really tapping into that guidance. Because what Spirit is telling you is it's time for you to be led, even more so, even in that. And I'm hearing in that arena. And you have been doing a good job disconnecting and recognizing when you're doing it. But what Spirit is saying is it comes back, right? And you go in and out of that. So what you're being called to do is just releasing it, protecting yourself from it, massaging your third eye, releasing it, the overthinking, trusting and knowing the Spirit's got me, Spirit's guiding me, even taking your temples, releasing it, healing it, and just feeling the ease and the comfort, right? And this whole process of doing this, feeling that ease and that comfort, and as you're doing this, setting the intention that ideas from Spirit flow to me easily and effortlessly. Guidance from Spirit flow to me easily and effortlessly. Direction, it all comes with ease and grace. I trust, I'm in flow. Everything that comes to me is serving my highest good, right? And just really infuse that energy into your psyche and just allow yourself to relax. Relax. Understanding that it takes time. You're vibing at such a high frequency right now, and this is why things are seeming to come. I'm hearing come, go fast. But what's happening is others, they must catch up to the vibration, right? You must give them time to receive your vibration, to find your vibration, to connect to your vibration. Focus on other things, allowing Spirit to shift your focus. And now that you've put into the work into it, allowing it to flow. Okay, anything else about that? Okay, I'm now being told to pull a card from here. And now just from doing that, like I can feel that peace energy infused, right? So what I was feeling before is gone, and I still feel that energy that was just infused. Let me know if you can feel it. Ah, look, can't make it up. Use your hands. I don't know if I said it when Spirit was saying use your hands, but I sure thought like how Michonne uses her hands to create her art. So I don't know if I actually said that out loud, but look, Spirit is saying use your hands. And also look at her face, right? So she looks peaceful, she looks calm, right? Being more in that creation phase, right? Creating. And as you're there, just remembering like, why am I doing this, right? Infusing it with all that energy, that love, that light, and the intentions of what it's providing, and allowing that to be your focus, right? Just being in that peace, that gratitude, that excitement. Do I take any of those? No? Okay. And then Spirit said pull from the bottom. And you have family, and it came in reverse, and I'm being told to leave it there. So I'm receiving a few things from this card. Number one, what Spirit is saying is that family can be a distraction. Don't allow it. But then also, there are times when just like things shift and turn, where normally you may take the lead to provide certain forms of healing or certain forms of encouragement. The Spirit is saying to allow yourself to receive that, right, from others, right? You don't have to always be the one being the provider. when it comes to those things, those matters of the heart, that encouragement, that love, that peace, that showing of the way. Like, you can rest in the arms of family, right? So the family that is serving as a distraction, Spirit is saying, cut it out, not like cut them out. There may be some family members you're called to like disconnect from, but that's not the strong message that's coming through. It's just if they're distracting you, cut it out, right? Just set your boundaries, right? And then also allowing yourself to be coddled a bit, loved a bit, right? Nurtured a bit by family. Anything else? Okay, I heard both know that's it and pull from this other deck. So okay, what message do you have for Michonne? Which one? Look, rest and rejuvenation. So just take a time out. Just rest, relax, relax. Take a time out. I'm hearing go more into meditation. And as they said more, they said deeper, right? Deeper. Setting the intentions that you're now choosing to access that level right below where you're at. Take it a little bit deeper, because there's messages there, a little bit deeper. And don't rush it, right? One step at a time. One step at a time, deeper and then deeper and then deeper. Just keep going deeper and deeper because there's so much for you to receive. And as you go deeper, you're going to find that place of peace, that ascended place of peace that's even deeper than the peace you have now. And this will help you, encourage you to be able to let it go, to be able to be in flow on a deeper level. And they said there's layers to this ish. And you've got the drills to dig. And I'm seeing like one of those where you hold it and go like that. Okay. So that is your message, Michonne. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And I'm going to see what you've been saying. Let's see. Michonne said, LOL, yes, I feel that. You're so welcome, Phyllis. Okay, thank you so much, Alice. Thank you. Michonne said, yes, I've switched my focus. Awesome. It definitely resonates. I took a step back and allowed Spirit to guide me. So my focus has changed a lot. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I've been receiving that message to allow others in. Michonne said, I receive it, Spirit. Yes, and so it is. And so it is. So awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm being told to tell you, let that be your pattern. Let that be your flow, right? Let that be your flow. And then I'm hearing the Kirk Franklin song. Now that was the message of you like focusing, changing your focus, right? But then I'm hearing the Kirk Franklin song where it says, I was wondering, can you hold me now? If you haven't listened to that song, listen to it. I believe it's called Hold Me Now. Listen to it. And you remember how last time you went live, when you was listening to it, you went live and activating you group? Do that because Spirit is saying it's a positive message that we can all take heed to right now. And then also with your energy combined with the energy of the song, it creates another layer of healing. But listen to that song. And that's how it's coming through. Just allowing yourself to be held, energetically held, right? Energetically held, allowing others to hold space for you. And also being more vocal with your soul family as well when you're experiencing certain things. And you're pretty vocal, but Spirit is saying, be more vocal, be more vocal. A lot that said, I'm going to get a message. I'm switching to my phone now. The battery is charged. Okay, awesome, awesome. So Alice, you're next. So now I'm disconnecting from Michonne's energy. And you said general, right? Okay. It's so funny because as I'm disconnecting from Michonne's energy and I'm allowing the sage to blow into the heart chakra, I start to feel this warmth spread throughout. And then Spirit says, you're a glowworm. You're a glowworm. And then I saw that toy from the 80s, that little glow, that glowworm, that stuffed glowworm, and it had like a plastic face, but that's what I saw. But Spirit is saying, you're a glowworm. You're a glowworm. It's time for you to protect your energy from energy vampires. Because oftentimes people cozy up to you for the warmth. So it's time for you to make sure you shield even more steadfast. Not with a worry, just with an intent. And I'm being told to tell you also know that you are shielded from dark forces. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear there. You do have some attacks that have been launched against you. And they said, but they bounced off of you like a rubber arrow off sand, but the sand is like a wall. Really, really random, but they said they bounce off you like a rubber arrow off sand. And I'm saying like those arrows with those suctiony things, and there's a wall of sand and it just poof, it falls right off. So they're saying that it's to a point where you haven't even felt it or realized that it was there to the degree that it comes. Also, what I'm being told to tell you is to protect your channel, right? So similar to what we were receiving about us disconnecting, but what Spirit is saying, protecting your channel, because there's so many energies. And it's not so much coming through as people that are following you, but more or less people that do what you do. There's a specific set of energies that are on YouTube serving, and they're not serving up light, although it's masked as such. So really make sure that you're protecting your channel, that you're protecting your viewers, all of your subscribers, that you're shielding. And I'm being told to tell you, allow your hand to be held at night. And it's coming through like literally there's a spirit that caresses your hand. Or you may feel something on your hand. And I'm feeling like a movement, like, you know, like just like this isn't how it's coming through. Like it's coming through like a gentle, something that'll make you kind of do that, but it's coming through really gentle. So Spirit is saying, allow your hand to be held at night. And I'm receiving that in that hand holding, there's like some astral travel that's happening. There's things that are being revealed to you. There's ideas. I'm hearing a mansion of wisdom that you haven't tapped into, because you often tap into the energy for others, but you haven't accessed the mansion of wisdom for self. There's so much more that you can receive for self. So when you tap into that mansion of wisdom, you'll be able to see the picture clearly, and it will come in the form of a dream. It will come in the form of a visual. And then you'll put the pieces together. And I'm feeling step by step, it'll come in steps. There's so much for you to explore. There's so much for you to do, but don't forget to have fun. Don't forget yourself. And then as they said, don't forget yourself, I'm hearing Eminem talking about that part where he says they forgot about Dre. Also, it's time for you to have circles too. It's time for you to have circles. Women's circles, magic circles, healing circles, moon circles, circles, casting circles, clearing circles, protection circles, circles. No beginning, no end, circles. Get you something that's a circle and wear it. It doesn't even have to have anything in it. It's just like literally showing like a circle, like the way a wedding band would look. And it's flat, rested against your chest. It's just a gold or copper circle that just rests right here. Cloak yourself in invisible energy. And they're saying also step out of your comfort zone. And I literally saw one bare foot stepping out what looks like an elevated window onto the earth. And now I'm seeing like energy waves. What's that all about? What are the energy waves? There are presences, they said presences in your midst, around you. They are of light and love. Call on them for assistance. Your vision is expanding. You have so much to give, so much to offer. Pace yourself in a sense of not feeling overwhelmed. And they also said not receiving overwhelm. Just know that the guidance is there. Right now, what you're doing is on track and it is on target. So just be in that energy of slow and steady wins the race. And it's coming through and Spirit is saying to say this to us as a collective, right? Now, slow and steady doesn't always mean like an actual pace. It's meaning up here, right? And Spirit is bringing in like the message that came through from Michonne, or that overthinking, or that, racing through. And also it came up today for me too in my healing session with Jillian. There's been so much going on, so much on my plate that my thoughts are, I'm thinking about it. I'm planning it, connecting. Okay, Spirit, how do I do this? Where do I do this? You know what I mean? And so what Spirit is saying is that slow and steady wins the race doesn't mean for us to slow down our pace. It just means just be still. Just silence this and then let it come. Let it come. I totally forgot that was my message today, that was felt, right? That was felt today. Until just now. Spirit said it's something for us to all remember, that it's not about slowing down our pace, because now is not the time to slow the pace down. It's just a time to be still here. And I'm just hearing again, protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself. There's more products to add, and more products that involve you, your magic, your essence. I'm hearing you have a skill and it's magic, so there's no limit to what you can create and offer. It's just a matter of slowing this down to receive. And they're saying there are so many inflections, and that doesn't even feel like that's a word, but what I'm receiving it as is like fluctuations, right? How things will fluctuate. 1 minute it's here, 1 minute it's there. And what Spirit is saying is part of what you're doing is you're bringing balance. You're bringing balance because there's so much of this energetically, and you're bringing balance. Okay. Let's see. What message do you have for Alice? Ooh, that just flew on out. You got read too. But Spirit is telling you to write a book. Write a book. Channel it, write it. Start with an ebook, then move on. I'm heard a novel, but what they're saying is the novel is more like I'm hearing self-help, extended version of a self-help book. Release any energy around doing that, because as that message was coming through, I felt some heart stuff. And also Spirit is telling you to get enough rest. Get enough rest. Get enough rest. You haven't been getting enough rest. And look up the number 332. There's a message there for you, 332. Okay. I was asking anything else, and so we're set. Pull from this deck. This is for Alice. Spirit, what message do you have for Alice? Ooh, both. Okay, I got yes. Let's see. Bam. So you have the world, awesome, and strategy, right? And so what Spirit is saying is the world is already yours, and that message is coming through again. Everything that we're seeking is already ours. Everything that we're seeking is seeking us. And your strategy involves less strategizing here and more guidance. So what Spirit is telling you to do is essentially clear your mind energetically, clear the space here, and then just say, okay, Spirit, guide me, show me the way. And then as you do that, you'll receive the practical steps. But Spirit is saying for you to get out of the way and allow the guidance in. And then that's when the practical steps will come. You can even sit down with the pen and pad with Spirit and, okay, Spirit, show me the way. What are the steps, right? They say, yep, that's right. They say, yep, that's all. She knows what to do. Now tell her to do it. You know what to do. Now do it. Oh, man. Surround yourself in pink. Pink is a good color for you right now. Pink roses. I'm hearing pink crayons, pink candles, pink. Surround yourself in pink right now. Pink brings a lot of peace to you, is what they're saying. It's a peaceful energy around pink as it relates to you. Also, pink, what they're telling me is it matches your vibration. There's something in your vibration that's magnetized when pink is around. They said love and light and rose quartz. Placing a rose quartz on your heart at night when you're meditating is also a great thing. They said a good idea. And yeah, I just felt like I could fall asleep just now. They're definitely saying getting enough sleep. Getting enough sleep, rejuvenation hours sleep, because it's important for your body to be rested. Your soul is elevated, your spirit is elevated, but your body is human and it must have rejuvenation sleep. So, yeah. So that is your message. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And I was going to say, let me see how it resonated. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Shamika. Thank you. Let's see. Alice said, I'm all wrapped up in blankets right now. Yes, I have been attacked a lot lately. Exactly. The channel has been attacked lately. Alice said, yes, I have been protecting all of us. Awesome. Thank you. Because I'm one of your subscribers, so I appreciate the extra protection. Alice said, I feel the hand caress every night. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. So they're saying literally like allow your hand to be held. So like take it a step further from the caress to a hand holding, you know what I mean? And allow yourself to be guided into that astral realm with this guide that's coming through. There's so much there for you when you do. Let's see. Alice said, yes, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, circles. Oh, really? That's awesome. That's so awesome. Alice said the foot is in the tea leaf deck. The foot is in the tea leaf deck? Alice said, quieting the mind. Yes, it served me to just, Michonne said, yes, it served me to just be still. Alice said, yes, lots of fluctuations perfectly resonate. Okay, we'll do. Alice said, you know, pink is my thing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yes, and I didn't know that pink was your thing, but that's awesome because now I do. And I feel pink in your energy. Like I feel it in your energy. And it's not coming through like that's the color of your aura. It's just in your energy so strong, you know, so strong, so strong. But it's coming through like this peaceful, pleasant strength and power. And it's like it almost masks your power. But that masking of power is necessary. For several reasons, Spirit is saying, for others to not be intimidated, but also it's like the metaphor I'm receiving is like animals, right? Like animals, how when an animal is not visible, right? It's a level of attack. Don't you drink mommy's tea? No, and don't talk back. Thank you. So what I'm receiving is it's like when you are masked in that pink energy, people feel pink and they feel soft and they feel meek and you know what I mean? But behind that pink is masking that power, that ferocious power, that ferocious energy. And so Spirit is saying it's a good thing because it's not necessarily it's like the enemies, right? They won't see you fully or feel you fully. So yeah, it's just another form of protection is what Spirit is saying. So yes, that is your message. Hey, Tracy, welcome. We haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pink roses. Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes. Awesome. So let's see. Who was after Alice? Was it Shamika? Thank you so much, Alice, for allowing me to serve you. Thank you. Okay, so, oh, and did I tell you that TLN and Diamond said thank you? I don't know if TLN is still on, but they both said thank you. And they talked about how sweet your soul is, so. Is Shamika next? Cheryl, I know there's a bit of a lag, so Shamika, awesome, thank you. Okay, and let's see, Shamika, what is your question? Because I know you had one, but it's gotten lost in the comments in the chat. So can you tell me what your question is again, please? I'm disconnecting from Alice's energy and I'm connecting to yours. I'm feeling some stuff in your spine, Shamika. So you know when we did that casting out, that energy healing session, Spirit is saying for you to do that on your own. I know you have a question, but I'm just giving you what I'm getting until you tell me your question. Spirit said, tell her your question. But anyways, yeah, do some of that work in your spine. Do some of that work in your spine because that can block you from moving forward. It can block a change in positions, a change in income, even a change in bliss. Also, what I'm receiving is it's also connected to you being sick. That energy is manifesting in physical form. So literally go at the top of your crown, right? And just feel your entire spine, like just those cords in your entire spine all the way down to your root chakra, and then just pull it out. Pull it out of your crown, pull it out and release it. Pull it out and release it. And literally feel and pull and release, right? Because it feels really uncomfortable. And I'm even feeling some energy under the breast area, right? So it's like it's wrapped around. So you just, pull that out even. Pull that out even. Okay. Let's see. What's your question, Shamika? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. That was my horrible rendition of Aaliyah. I just heard this job is not for you at the time. You have something better coming forth. Keep going on your hunt. Keep going through the motion. And when you receive an offer, take it, but also continue your search. Because you've yet to come across the perfect opportunity. You have many miles to travel and many people to meet. And so it's coming through like you're leaving. What's your question? Because I feel like I'm giving you a general, but what Spirit is saying, it's like coming through like you have many like lives to touch. Like you're going in all these places where there's not much hope and there's not much light, and you're dropping little sparks of sunshine, little sparks of glitter, lighting little fires, right? Your energy is creating soul shifts, right? To where people are awakening to ideas and thoughts and beliefs that they did not have. Ultimately, you will be doing your own thing. So Spirit is telling you right now you're in a bit of a traveler energy, understanding that all of your hopes, your dreams, your desires, and the word need is coming through. So that tells me you may still be saying your needs, right? And Spirit is saying cancel, delete that, but they're being taken care of. They're being provided for. So what Spirit is telling you to do is focus on that fact, that reality, and not so much on the how it's going to happen. So when you have opportunities arise, or when you have set out to receive something specific, you then begin to focus on the specifics of that certain thing. And what Spirit is telling you, when you can focus on specifically on the what is it? What are you saying to me? The wider vision. Okay, when they talk so fast, it combines words. The wider vision of things, right? Then you leave room and space for Spirit to provide you with the end result. Okay. And I was going to say if that makes sense. And Spirit said, yes, that makes sense. Because I was going to ask you, because it came through a little wonky for me, but Spirit said it makes sense. So let's see. Job interview Friday. Will this serve my highest good? Okay. So did that get answered? Well, first of all, Spirit just said it serves your highest good. It's just not the perfect position. Keep searching. But if they give you an offer, take it. And then the next one, take it. Keep searching. My nose is itching. What's that about? Spirit said, follow the nose, your nose knows. So it's coming through. It's literally coming through. It's literally sniffing out, right? Sniffing. I'm hearing sniffing out the joint. The joint being referred to as the place, right? I guess there's a guy from the 70s coming through. But inhaling the scent and then feeling. When you're in the interview, inhaling the scent and then feeling. It's going to help you gain an understanding of the environment and the person sitting across from you. Don't just do this in the interview. Start doing this in general and see what you receive. Another layer of your gifts are unfolding. And this is one of them. Is your nose stopped up right now with you being sick? Because for whatever reason, as that message was coming through, Spirit was saying that there's an association, like after this clears up, your sense of smell will be even stronger, but it's a spiritual sense of smell. And you may actually smell things, right? Like in the room, you may smell things. Like, I'm not burning that scent, a candle or incense, or, or I just showered. What's that smell? That's not me or Amelia. You know what I mean? So and then I heard poopy diapers. The world consists of a lot of poopy diapers. So I'm being told to tell you, take the offer if you receive it, but focus on your outcome. Take a time out to refocus on your outcome. I'm also being told to tell you to literally go out in nature. First, what they were telling me to tell you to do was go out in nature and literally stand up with your feet grounded in the earth as you write down your outcome. And then what they were saying was placing the paper they said the foot of the tree, right? The foot of the tree, the base of the tree with a crystal on top. Rose quartz is what they're talking about, with a clear quartz as well on top, right? To hold it there. And then as you do that, you embrace the tree and just put your ear to the tree and just receive energy, receive guidance, right? And then as you're doing that, they're telling me to tell you also smell the tree. Like inhale, not like where you're putting your nose to a smell, but just inhale. And then let it go. They're telling me to tell you, but understand you'll have many more jobs, 3 or 4, before you get to your, I'm hearing, final destination, before you start serving in your calling as a full-time thing. But don't push through or rush through this process. Be in flow with it. Shamika, you have the ability to receive whatever it is you're seeking. Right now, only the things that serve your highest light and love good is coming through for you. Go into that knowing. This will empower you to shift. You have many moons that you've seen come and go, many sunrises that you've seen in many lifetimes. And in different times, your view of these things were different in the galaxies and the stars. So you have the power So connect to it. They said deeper, but what they were also saying was connect to it. That disconnect that you spoke of, connect to it. What's going on there? Said get back in the loop. Get back in the loop. So you know what I find lately is that those of you that are in the Activating You Soul family, you haven't been really utilizing the community as much, right? It's just been like the group sessions, and that's pretty much it. But Spirit is saying for you specifically and for everyone to really utilize the community. It's important. Allow them to hold space. Allow them to uplift you. They just said, allow them to be your guiding light when your light is out. And then they said dim, because what they said is your light is never out, but when it feels that way, right? Or when it feels like it's less than, where it's barely a spark. And also what they're telling me is that you're in a recharge phase and stage right now. Like you're recharging. So while you're recharging, utilizing this time of recharge and this energy to your benefit. Focus your intentions. Put some energy into a candle. Make it happen. I'm here bringing in, they said, the big guns, the big dogs, calling in your guides of highest light and love. Letting them know what you're choosing and get out of the way. Get out of the way with your thoughts. Remove those thoughts that even think or feel that lack is possible. You are on a journey. You're on a mission. Nothing can stop you. At this point, not even you, because you won't allow it. So just keep moving forward. Just keep adjusting your sails. But understand that even as you adjust those sails, you're still floating. Your ship is never sinking. Stop being so hard on yourself and have a little more patience. And they're saying with yourself and Amelia, it's mostly because of stress. Find ways to decompress your stress. And they're saying meditation, yes, but they're also saying other ways too. They're telling you guided meditations are good too, in addition to your regular breathing exercises, but other things too that you enjoy. Finding a community that's local too, a spiritual community that's local. Start manifesting that so that you can have play dates. And Spirit is telling me to share how much my play date that I had with Tia Lynn, Diamond, and Taylor the other day. For those of you that don't know, they just moved here, and we had a play date. We went to have lunch, and then we had a play date at the lake and got in the water, and Taylor and I were finding shells and collecting them, and then we went and had dessert, and it was just amazing. We found clay in the lake and rubbed it on our feet for mask and on our hands, and it was just like a beautiful experience to be able to get out with other light workers and just play, be in nature, right? Connecting. And so Spirit is saying that would serve you to be able to have that in-person interaction too, as well as your online community. Okay, I'm being told to pull a card for you. Man holding a coin. They just said it's going to be a man that gives you a job. Your money is increasing. Claim it. See it. And one of the visions that they're showing me is like seeing a jackpot. Like, you know how slot machines, when it hits those 777s, that's the jackpot. Spirit is saying just see that, like visualize that, and even go through the motions of pulling down the lever, right? And just see it and hearing that bell, and let that represent like my abundance is here. I'm a winner. You know, everything that I touch turns to winnings. It turns to gold. It turns to abundance, right? And literally visualize that. Go through the motion, pull it, and seeing it spin and feeling the anticipation, and then seeing it hit, and then like, oh my gosh, feeling that excitement, right? Okay, Spirit said that's it. So that is your message, Shamika. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. Please let me know how it resonated. Okay. So I was asking, was there anything else? And they said, just tell her to slow down and breathe. Gather her thoughts, gather her heart, gather her wits. Nature, nature, nature. Taking the tools she's learned, releasing that energy. Tell her, don't forget the release of the energy in the spine. It's important. Making sure it's attaching to all that's there and it's pulling it all out. And don't forget to cough, right? Cough to, they're saying ignite the release. And then seal, replenish and seal. Okay, let's see what you're saying. So let's see. Michonne said, okay, so Spirit is leading me to say this. I was so focused on starting my business before I returned to work. Once I sat in stillness, I realized I actually lost focus. My true and pure intentions isn't about a business, but building a brand and lifestyle. Awesome. Awesome. And what Spirit is saying is adding in that service component, right? Because that's what you're doing, and you're serving and you're healing and you're infusing everything that you offer with that love, light, and healing energy. So also seeing it as that too. Alice said, like a wolf. Alice said, a heightened sense of knowing. Yes. Jamaica said, no, my chest, and not that much. This is weird. I figured this was something energetically going on. Yeah, that's why I asked, was your nose stopped up? Because when we were talking about the smelling, Spirit said, and I asked that, I didn't receive that, because Spirit was saying, like, this sickness you're experiencing, when that's gone, like, things are going to be heightened. So when the nose is coming through, I was like, wait, is your nose stopped up? Because I'm like, that would be not cool, like, your nose stopped up, but it'd be cool if you're going to smell more after it's unclogged, because literally you would. But yeah, it is energetic for sure, for sure. Cheryl said, make sure no ants are crawling up on the trees, though. Yes, yes, yes. And just set the intention to be guided, on which tree, and be protected, and, and shield yourself, protect yourself. And yeah, because, when I be laying on the grass, I be like shielded so them ants don't crawl in my ear. Y'all remember that little story where you scratch? You guys remember that back in the day where they scratched their face? Like, I guess it was roaches that crawled, or some kind of bugs that crawled in her ear, and she had the eggs in her face, and then she scratched until all these bugs were crawling on her face. When I was a kid, that was like the most disgusting thing to me. And I'm like, oh, that could probably really happen when I was a kid. So the thought of it still grosses me out today. Oh, man. Cheryl said, wait. You said that already, Cheryl, because the comments that are occurring are down there. Cheryl said, we ain't got no time for no ants crawling in your ear or on you anywhere for that matter. Yes, yes, yes. My mom said, it was nice to see you act like a little girl. Aw, thanks, Mom. And you know what's so funny? Last night, I was like, I felt your energy. Like, you felt like it was like watching me play as a kid. That came through last night. So that's funny that you say that. Alice says 777 win-win. Yes, win-win. Yes, yes, yes. Shamika said the guy name is Zach. He is offered interview because I was only one to call after hundreds of applications. Awesome. So he said he wanted to meet this week. Yes, take it. Take it. Michonne said, yes, exactly. Service, everything else will come and flow. Yes, yes. And also, as we talk about that intention, like being intentional about what it is that your outcome is because, the misconception is the focus. A lot of us are coming out of it too, but the misconception, and we have this come through all the time, like it's only about focus. There's a lot of light workers that shame light workers that say, you know what? I am focused on serving, and I am focused on facilitating healing within myself and others. But I am also focused on enjoying this human experience and receiving abundance in all forms, including financial, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. So Spirit is telling you to focus on your outcome, but in that focus of your outcome, also seeing yourself like your customers that are buying your pieces. What are they going to feel? What are they going to receive, right? How is it going to shift their lives, right? And also in that, where are you going with this, right? For your personal abundance. So seeing the big picture, right? Seeing it all, for sure, for sure. So, okay, so we had Shamika, and then now are we on Brianna? Or was there anyone else before Brianna? So I am disconnecting from Shamika's energy. And let's all hold space and send some high vibes for Shamika with this new change in position. I believe we're on to Brianna. I don't believe there was anyone after Shamika, right? Or Alatha, you said you were. Are you on, Alatha? Alatha, are you on? And Shamika, I was just told to tell you, Zach is whack, but you'll overcome that. Oh man. Part of that glitter, that magic, that spark that you'll leave everywhere. Okay, so let's see. 401. Thank you, Spirit. It's so funny. Every time we're about to die, battery. So let's see. 401. While I'm waiting to see if Alatha's on, let's look up that. Spirit said there is a message there for us all. Did you guys hear Ganesh talk back? I don't know if you guys could hear him. So let's see. It says number 401 is a wait. It's loading and it won't allow me to go to the top. Is there a reason for that? Oh, right when I asked, it went to the top. Number 401 is a blend of the vibrations and attributes of number 4, the influences of number 0, and the energies of number 1. Number 4 relates to hard work and effort, building solid foundations, stability and practicality, honesty and integrity, systems and order, patience, the dependability, our passion and drive, and work determinedly towards achieving our goals and aspirations. Number 4 also relates to the archangels. Number 0 relates to developing one's spiritual aspects and carries the vibration of the God force and universal energies, eternity, infinity, oneness, wholeness, continuing cycles and flow, and the beginning point, and its energies emphasize the attributes of the numbers it appears with. Number 1 carries the energy of striving forward and pursuing goals, ambition and tenacity, self-leadership and assertiveness, instinct and intuition, initiative, changes, new beginnings, and starting afresh. Number 1 also relates to creating our own realities by our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Angel number 401 is a message from your angels that your thoughts and feelings are being elevated to a more positive state. Give any fears or concerns of any kind to the angels for healing and transmutation, and have faith and trust that you are being supported, encouraged, and guided by the angels along your path. You are safe and protected always. Angel number 401 is a reminder to maintain a positive attitude, mindset, and optimistic outlook to attract positive energies and auspicious circumstances into your life. Practice positive affirmations and prayers to maintain a strong connection to the angelic and spiritual realms. Be mindful of the law of attraction as the energy you send out comes back to you. Angel number 401 brings a message to be careful what you wish for, as you just might get it. Stay positive, optimistic, and practical to ensure that you manifest what you choose rather than what you don't. Building strong foundations from well-laid plans ensures future stability, progress, and success. Put your efforts and focus toward your long-term goals and aspirations and work with purpose, passion, and drive. Courageously step forward in the direction of your true life purpose and trust that the things you require will manifest when necessary in your life. Angel number 401 can also tell of new opportunities or obstacles may come along to shift your perspective, to change your direction for the better, or to strengthen your resolve. We create our reality through our conscious decisions, intentions, and actions through positive thought and gratitude. You experience an increase in positive experiences occurring in your life. And that breaks down to the number 5. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, Shamika said, I was like, that's so cute. She told him not to talk back. He does it all the time, right? So I have plants over there, and the plant that's on the TV stand, he used to jump up to attempt to eat that, right? So I started getting him pet grass. And so when his pet grass is time to get more, I'm usually on it, but I forgot one day. So he'll climb up, on his paws and attempt to eat the plant. I'll be like, no, Ganesh. And he talks back before he stops what he's doing. And then last time I was like, you know better, go to your room. And so he literally will go to the room, but he talks back. Seriously, he talks back. And now he's to the point, even though he has his grass, he still sometimes will jump up and start chewing on the plant. So yeah, he's a little buzzard sometimes. Let's see. Shamika said, I know this isn't long term. It's just the pressure from the program getting a higher paying gig in order to graduate next month, or I won't get money that's been saved up. I know Spirit's got me. Yes, Spirit's got you. Alice said, yes, I hear. So yeah, he's something else. So well, Alatha has not responded, so I'm going to move on to Brianna. Right. Alice said, I heard him. It's amazing how they have been their own personality. Yes, it is. It really is. And now that he's a little older, he's still a baby. He's only 3 years old, but he used to come at night. Every night he'd come and he'd sit on me and we just have cuddle time. And now he'll come and sit on me, but it's very brief. He'll come, get rubbed a bit, and then he's off playing. And it reminds me of my human boys. Like there was a period where, they're all cuddly with mom, and then they got to a certain point and it's like, okay, here's a hug. Let's go now. So yeah, it's funny. So funny. But did Brianna have a question? Oh, does it serve her to move to the coast? Whatever time frame she has. Okay, so literally what I heard is no, it does not serve her to move at this time. It's literally about waiting for the right place and the right time. However, if you choose to move, you will get lessons, and ultimately it does serve you. So basically what they're telling me to tell you is there's room for better. There's room for better. And it feels like a bit of a settling that's coming through, a bit of a settling energy. Like this move is a bit of a settling. I'm also hearing a rush. It feels rushed. I'm feeling solar plexus energy. Sacral. And there's some past stuff to heal up. I'm hearing you can move and you'll be fine, but it does serve your highest good to wait. This is also not the location. And I heard you have time to plan, but allow it to be planning with God. They're saying you also have to understand that when you ask the question, does it serve my highest good? The question is yes, but in the sense that you're asking, The answer was no. And now they're telling me to explain. So basically, what they're saying is everything you do serves your highest good, right? The question being answered as a no, what they're saying is the only question is, am I going to be in more lesson by making this decision, or is it taking me to my blessings, like instant blessings, right? And so that's how it's coming through. So Spirit is saying, to answer your question the way you put it, it's no. But if you move, you'll just gain more lessons, which ultimately does serve your highest good. It's just going to take you a little longer to get to your blessings. Now, if your soul is feeling called or urged to move, then that means that you're choosing to get those lessons. However, you really can be in your blessing phase right now. It just takes patience. Why the rush? They're saying now, if you've already done the legwork, you've already made up your mind. So now just create the energy of a positive experience. Be open to receive those lessons and understand that they don't have to come as painful ones. I'm hearing you also have a drive to make. Make a drive towards healing. There's a sacred space in nature that you've yet to explore, but you've been thinking about. It's time for you to go there. It's time for you to free yourself from the chains that bind you to your current circumstances. But stop running. There's a bit of a running away component that's coming through, and Spirit is saying, stop running. Walk at a slow, meditative pace through life. Cleanse your heart. Cleanse your mind. Cleanse your third eye. Tap in, connect. You also have guidance to receive. They've been speaking, but you haven't been listening. It's time to listen. It's time to get out of your mind of what you feel is best and go based on what you feel is best. You know, but you've been refusing to see. So what they just said was, how many times have you got the inkling of doubt, right? And what was coming through is, if this served your highest good in the sense of how you were asking, you would not be asking, right? It would be a shadow of a doubt. You would know. No shadow of a doubt, you would know. I'm being told to tell you, take the lessons with you and build upon them. And then I'm hearing, she's a brick house. She's mighty, letting it all hang out. She's a brick. Okay, so as that was coming through, what Spirit was saying was, now they're bringing forth like the three little pigs, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. And what Spirit is saying is, be that brick house, right? Let it all hang out, meaning don't hold back, right? Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to exercise your gifts and share your gifts. Allow yourself to be seen, heard, and felt wherever you go, whatever you do. Even if it feels like what you feel or believe is not accepted, or it is not the popular opinion, say it anyway when it's Spirit led. Don't hold back. No holds barred. You are coming from love and light and peace. Say it. And then the song, What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. That's what started playing. Get out of your head into your heart. Get out of your mind into your soul and feel. Time to access your gifts. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? Who are you waiting on? It's time to step up and stand up. Book art. Okay. This is for Brianna. Spirit, take that one? Okay. This is for Brianna. Spirit, what message do you have for Brianna? Oh, look, Angel of Love. And then they're singing that song again. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's the only thing that there's just too little of. Show up as the angel of love that you are. And trust that your love will take you everywhere. Your love will take you far. And as they said it like that, they said it was opposite. Your love will take you far. Your love will take you everywhere. They said also put your eggs in one basket and shoot. Shoot your shot, take that leap, trust. You're being called to have unwavering faith. It's important. You know that everything will turn out to serve you. You know that, trust that at all times. Even when the odds seem stacked against you at all times. You have yet to discover all that's coming your way. It's time for you to discover all that's coming your way. Well, I don't know why they're saying it so low. That's how they're saying it. Dig a hole in the sand. Offer up an offering. Bury it in the sand. Put your intentions in there and then let it go. Don't go back to check on it. Just release it. This is how you must be with your intentions. So do it in the physical to help you be that way with your intention. Okay. That's all. Okay. Yep. They said that is all. So that is your message, Brianna. Are you back on? No. Okay, so that is your message. When you receive this, please let me know how it resonates, and thank you for allowing me to serve you. And let's see. Well, now it's you because Brianna was last, but you weren't on, so I did her. So now it's you. Yes, thank you, Cheryl, for letting her know. Thank you. Alice said buzzard. Wow, I was thinking of my cousin. It was his world. I miss him dearly. He was killed when he was 19. I was 17. He was my heart. So when I think of him, the word buzzard comes up along with it. I'm sending you so much love with that. And I know your cousin's with you and you feel your cousin. So I know that, it's not where you are now. It's not the same loss, but the physical sometimes still misses. So yeah, this giggle. Phyllis said, this is powerful today. I'm grateful, Phyllis. Alice said, thank you for that. That hit home made me cry. Oh, you're welcome. Alada said, thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said, you're welcome. Hi, Naja. Welcome. So, Alada, you are next. Do you have a question or is it a general? And is there anyone else that would like a reading? If not, Alada, you will be the last one, unless someone lets me know here that they'd like one. Why is this tea making me burp like it's soda or something? A lot that said, just give it to me straight. I'm ready. Okay. So I am disconnecting from Brianna's energy. And I am connecting to Alata's energy. Okay. So I heard when I first connected with you, I heard, when are you coming back? And so I waited to actually disconnect and connect to yours. And I asked, okay, is this for a lot? And they say your mission with them is not complete. When are you going back? You also have a lot to learn about your energy, harnessing it, directing it, making it felt and unfelt. There is a gift in that, making it felt and unfelt, making it known and unknown. It's important for you to be able to master this skill. You also have a lot to give, a lot to teach, a lot to show. I hear a lot that you are a powerful tree in the forest. And it's coming through like you're a tree that's in the middle of all the trees, and it's like really big trunk. And as I was saying trunk, I heard bark and oak. But and then there's trees all around, but out of all those trees, like you stand out and your presence is very powerful. But then as we go up into the leaves, when the leaves are being rustled, it's also very gentle. And when you look at the leaves, you can't tell what the power is, right? That's how it's coming through for you. You can't tell what the power is when you look at the trees. They all look the same. But you very much so have a leadership energy, a leadership strength. They just said you also have time to hop, skip, and a jump away. What does that mean? Time, a hop, skip, and a jump away. In and out. I'm hearing galaxies and realms. Have you been doing your scribble messaging? Remember, you used to write, and you always said it didn't make sense to anyone else, but you received. When was the last time you did that? Sit down, you in spirit, and do that. There's some messages for you to receive. What am I feeling in a lot of this energy right now? What is this? I'm feeling a bit of anxiety, a bit of stress. It's like subtle, but it's there. And it's almost that subtle. It's almost coming through like some people have these things. I'm looking over there like, why is my cabinet open? My drawer. Some people have these things and they're not in that awareness, like that spiritual awareness that I can overcome this, right? This is how it's coming through. But you are, so it's there, but you're not fully connecting to it, which is good. I'm also hearing fully feeling it, but it's still there. It's like it's below the surface. And it's subtle, almost to the point where it's not identified by you as what it is per se, but it just feels like a shiver, a disruption energetically. You also have time to release, so do it. You're also being called to dedicate more time to your spiritual self-care. And this is coming through like you on your own, you and your own practices, allowing spirit to guide you on creating practices. Because when you are in that position that you agreed to, these processes that you create with spirit are going to be vital. So also as that's coming through with that automatic writing, not just to receive messages, but also like messages for you, but also to receive methods. When you have a chance, it's important for you to go parasailing. This is going to do wonders for your spirit. I'm feeling like a bird energy coming through, but just that feeling of being able to take flight, that freedom to be in the sky, that freedom to see things from a different vantage point. And literally, spirit is saying, literally, you don't have to wait for a fancy vacation to go parasailing. The sooner, the better. Also, go to a swing and dangle your feet in the meantime. Bring back some of your childhood energy that you missed. Lighten up in your heart, or lighten up your heart, lighten up in your heart. Release any fears associated with change. You have a lot on your mental plate, so relax. You have time, so be free. A lot this time for you to stop playing around and get to work. But you know this. And they told me to tell you that wasn't me that said, but you know this. They're saying, you know this. You know this. She's not telling you nothing you don't know. Huh. This is why you got the reading, for confirmation. Also, they're telling me to tell you to remove the block from your energy. And it's not coming through like a block in your energetic field. It's more coming up like you block your energy from others, like where they can't feel you, right? Remove that block from your energy, right? It's coming through more as like a protection mechanism, but not the kind that we do when we're protecting and we're cloaking. It's not like that. It's more or less like a block to prevent natural things that happen amongst individuals from occurring. Just protect and trust that spirit will protect you. No walls as blocks. No walls as blocks. Now, when you disconnect from energies that don't serve you, those walls of blocks are good, but just having them in general create openings for the love and the light to come in. The love and light from others to come in. Like the mirrors. Like the mirrors. Not a portal, only love and light. Similar. I'm being told to tell you that when you do your detox to drink drink yellow fruit, drink yellow juice, and eat yellow fruits and vegetables. Make sure that yellow foods are a main course in your detox. Red too, and green. And if you like eggplant, throw a little eggplant in there. Quinoa also is really good to incorporate for you. But they're telling me to tell you replace rice with quinoa. And they said, no, brown rice is not healthy for you. They're saying also ice, and they're saying something about an ice pack. Sometimes put an ice pack on your neck and forehead and connect to spirit. Arctic realms, allowing yourself to connect to Arctic realms. Like literally set the intention, I'm connecting to Arctic realms to receive information, insight, and guidance. And what they're saying is to handle this heat of the world, right? Like the temperature is rising, and okay, don't shoot me, but I'm hearing temperature is rising. But yeah, they're saying to handle the temperature that's rising, like the heat in the collective, right? Arctic energy. You spent time there, you have access there, and there's wisdom and knowledge there that you're meant to receive so that you can pass it on. When you do this, let me know. Let me know what you receive. I'm curious. I'm always curious to know what comes from these things that spirit tells me to tell you guys. So now I'm feeling more of a calm in your energy. Let's see. They said this is her way of masking. She knows how to check it. Like check it, like, you check yourself. Like she knows how to check it, which is a testament of her power. But it's not just about checking it. It's about releasing it, removing it, being done with it, and figuring out the root and where it stems from. And as I say, root, okay, a little bit above your lower back, I felt like a pressure, it's not really a pain, it's just more of a discomfort there. It's not the lower, but it's like a little bit above. So the exercise is coming through for you too, like seeing that energy ball that's there and then dissolving it again, seeing yourself on the outside of you with your back facing, and then taking your third eye. And I'm being told to tell you, and your solar plexus, and having them like come together like one laser beam and shoot it into that area in your back to dissolve that. And then replenishing with what you're choosing to have there. I'm hearing specifically peace, courage, materialized outcomes, right? So that'll be whatever you choose, but they're saying materialized outcomes. Also, put on your traveling shoes because the time is coming. You will be traveling all over the world for business and pleasure, for play and seriousness. And just allow your life to become intertwined with those two sentiments, that it's business and it's pleasure, it's play and it's serious. Embracing that duality of your inner child and your adult self. You still have heart healing to do and integration to do. Integrating your inner child with who you are today is, they're saying, pertinent for your healing. And then that song, "Don't Be Afraid of the Way You Feel." You remember that? That Sky song. They're not the "It's Real Love" part isn't coming through, but the "Don't Be Afraid of the Way You Feel" is coming through. They're telling you not to be afraid of how you feel. Feel what you feel, explore it, acknowledge it, and do what you're guided to do about it. Feel what you feel. As you get hunches, as you get messages, take action when you get those messages. You are ready. It is time. Serve yourself. They said and serve others, and they said and serve them. Okay. They said, that's it. Pull from the deck. I said, which deck? They said both decks. So what message do you have for Alata? Oh, look at that. Just that one or both? Take both. Okay, so you have Goddess of the Moon and anxiety. And you have 7 and 9. So the Goddess of the Moon, again, it talks about your intuition, talks about your connection, talks about being in flow, right? Connecting to that element of water. And then with the anxiety, Spirit is just saying like that feeling of being anxious that I was feeling before, really getting in touch with that, acknowledging it, removing it, and healing it. And also being grounded, right? And even coming through incorporating the energy of fire and the element of earth. And then they say, and when you're being called to incorporate all the elements, but be in flow. Be in flow, more flow, less rigid. Anything else? Okay. This is for Alata. What message do you have for Alata? And as I'm touching this deck, the energy gets lighter. It gets lighter. Ooh, look, energy work. No wonder it gets lighter. As you do this, it lightens the energy. So it's time for you to have a session. And it's time for you to perform a session on you and other folks. And I know that you scheduled a session. It may also serve you to have a session with Jillian. Tap in on that and see. Because when I received it's time for you to have a session, the first thing that came to mind was Jillian, but then it's like, oh, she has a session and you guys can do some energy work during that session. And Spirit is saying, and you can, but it's different. The way that we do energy work is different, she and I. Equally as vital, but different, much different. Anything else? They said, tell Alata to fly. And then I literally felt like arms flapping like wings, and they were saying, fly, little birdie, fly. Okay, so that is it. That is your message. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I'm going to look to see what you've been saying. Let's see. Okay. Oh, yeah, because after I asked Cheryl, what Spirit said was releasing energy. So yeah, you're right. A lot that said I just made the first step when I scheduled my 2 appointments. Yes, yes, yes. A lot that said no, I haven't. It's been a while. I'm always working. What is yellow juice? Any juice that's of yellow fruit, right? Do you have a juicer? Or also in the stores, if you don't have a juicer, Spirit said it serves your highest good to have a juicer though. But in the stores, sometimes like organic stores, they'll have juices that are natural. So it can be pineapple juice. It can be, I'm also hearing ginger and turmeric. You know, if you make your own juice, adding a little ginger and turmeric to your yellow juice. But aside from pineapple, what else? That doesn't sound too good. But I'm also hearing putting yellow bell peppers in your pineapple juice with your turmeric and ginger. It might be good. It might be. You could put the they're saying you could put either the big ones or the sweet ones. So that might be good with pineapple juice and that, and then the turmeric and ginger. That might actually be good, but that's a specific juice that when you ask that, that's a specific juice. That actually might be good. It might not taste the peppers, and we eat the peppers by themselves and they're good. So it's not like it's a jalapeno. So yeah, do that. Tell me how it tastes. Eggplant, okay, yes. Okay, no brown rice, no. Brown rice actually has more arsenic. It has more arsenic. So in a sense of rice, if you're gonna eat rice, you know, an organic white, whether it's jasmine, basmati, or any of those, but what Spirit is saying for you is right now quinoa is a good replacement for rice. Yeah. A lot of said the ice pack. I get this one. Okay. Good, good, good. Alice said pineapple juice. That's yellow. Yeah. A lot of said I took a few deep breaths and told the little people to get out of my face. I noticed the neck was tense, so I changed my position. Awesome. Phyllis said, this is so powerful here. A lot said travel for work. That won't be a surprise. And they said, no, not just work though, travel too. And as that message for work came through, what it was coming through as more like a book signing, more like a book tour. That was the definite feeling that came through. A lot of said a book session with Jillian, or you mean our sessions? A lot said I've had a session with Jillian. She's amazing to me. Yes, for sure. For sure, she is, definitely. And also what we've been guided to do is instead of like before when all the services were outlined, what we've been guided to do was have it to where consultations are the first step, because the sessions are so much better when she's intuitively guided on what to do. So I'll actually be updating the description box so that it leads to her consultation first, as opposed to a straight session, you know? So yeah. Oh, you are so welcome, Alatha. I appreciate you. Thank you. Alatha said, I don't have one, but my son keeps asking for one. Oh, a juicer? I was about to say, what? A juicer? Yeah, I ordered one off of Amazon. It was pretty inexpensive. But it's a good one, though. It works really good. Alatha said, oh, I get it. I've been drinking ginger shots lately. Okay. So, yeah, put some ginger, some turmeric, some pineapple juice, and some yellow bell peppers and create a juice when you get your juicer. And it doesn't have to be like the whole bell pepper. Just intuitively allow Spirit to guide you. You know what I mean? Alatha said, the little people are my children. Oh, okay, because when you said little people, I thought you meant guides. So thank you for clearing it up. I'm pretty sure you realize that's what I thought, and that's why you cleared it up. Alatha said, you stay pushing that book. You just won't want to be my publicist. It ain't me. It's not me pushing it. It's Spirit. Listen. And what's so funny is every time they bring it up, I'm thinking like, she's already on it, right? But they keep bringing it up. So I'd be like, oh, well then why y'all bringing it up? Because I be thinking you all up over it because they keep saying it. So yeah, it's time. It's time. I'm gonna be your first pre-sale is what's gonna happen. So Alatha said I froze. I had to run back to my phone. Nah, I'm not on it. I realize that when they keep bringing it up, but that's what I feel. Just me, Nahkila. I'm like, well, Spirit done said, so I know she's on it. But then when I connect to you and they're like the book, I'm like, oh, she's not on it. So get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it. And also what I'm receiving too, as part of that anxious energy is not just coming from the sources of healing, but also your soul is a little bit agitated because there's things for you to do and you're not doing them just yet. So it's like a combination. But through the healing work, what's going to happen is that's going to be released. It's like before when you were in the midst of your healing, right? It's like you were working on it. And even though there were some things that came up, you were still pushing through it and you were consistently doing it. So that's what Spirit is saying. Like, as you're doing that, you're going to get back into that flow. And I'm being told to say this to you, although I'm not feeling like right now you're in a beat up yourself stage, but Spirit is saying just don't beat yourself up, period. On any and everything, don't beat yourself up. Perfection is not something to be obtained. It just is. You just are. Alata said, yeah, this comes up for me all the time. Keeping it real, just haven't did it yet. Yeah. And it happens. We do it. Shamika said, Spirit is using, oh, no wonder Spirit said, don't beat yourself up because you said, I know better. So, okay, Ann, just do it. Shamika says, Spirit is using your son, letting you know it serves your highest good to get the juicer. Yes. Definitely. So it's 4:40, you guys. When we log off, look up that message on your own, because Spirit said there's a message there for all of us. But I thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. I truly am grateful. And you know what? Like I said, if any of these readings that you get on the live resonate, please go to the page. The link is in the description box. Leave a review. And also, whenever you watch any videos on the channel, whether it's in Power Hour, a general reading, a pick a card, copy it and share it with your community so we can grow the community here and uplift the message of Spirit and just get that positive light and love out there. So we can't grow without you, and I appreciate you so much. Oh, and Friday feature is now going to be done live in the United Light Beings Awakening group, and then it'll be uploaded to YouTube. So this Friday is Tia Lynn's first Friday, so come on in the group and show her some love. Also, if you can't make it there for the live, you'll be able to watch it as a replay there and also here. So it'll be uploaded to the channel. So yes, please come and show her some love. And Javi will be going live there moving forward now too. And then Jillian is actually going to be recording some things that'll get posted to the channel as well. So just keep a lookout for all those things. And yeah, invite people to join us, okay? So let's see what y'all are saying. A lot to say, yeah, I get that. I can agree that when I was in sessions, I did move through and kept working. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like it got disrupted. You weren't at the end yet. It just got disrupted. Shamika said yes. A lot said yes, Shamika. I see that. I see things. Phyllis said, thank you so much. You are so welcome, Phyllis. Thank you. A lot said, do you have any charms out? I do. Which one is Alatha or Eric? They're both Alatha. She's on her son's phone. So I'll pull a charm for the collective before I go. Alice said, thank you. You're so welcome, Alice. Thank you. Alava said, thanks for your energy and gift. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Alava said, it's me. I was using the laptop and my phone. You're welcome. So I'm just pulling. This is for us as a collective. See what message Spirit has for us. Wait, how am I looking? Don't be looking. Tell me when. Oh, look at that. We got the key. If I can grab it, we got the key. You hold the key to unlock your destiny. You hold the key to your own heart. You hold the key to your abundance. You hold the key to your ability to access and tap into divine timing. You have the key to tap into patience, to release, to heal, and to serve. You have the key to create shift. You have the key to expand. You are the key to unlock the mysteries of this world, this universe, to share them. You are the key. The key is not outside of you. You not only have the key, you are the key. Remember that. Anything else? They told me to pull one more. Oh, and look at that. Alatha. There you go, that tree. And Spirit is telling us all to plant roots, to grow, right? To grow. And don't worry about our branches exceeding over into other people's branches or their branches coming over into ours, because you know what happens when that happens? It creates the shelter, right? And so Spirit is saying, as we expand and we grow, to just grow, not to worry about where we're growing to or how we're growing, just grow. Just be in that natural flow. Like when trees grow, they're not focused on anybody else's space or anybody being in their space. They're just growing, and it's such an ease, and it's such a grace, and it's such a peace. And look at what trees provide to us: the oxygen, the healing, the ability to release, right? And so as we grow like trees, we're providing the same thing. But if we're focused on all those things that don't matter, it hinders our ability to grow and to provide what we came here to provide. So yep, that's it. And I heard, whoop, there it is. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So that's our message. That's our message. Let's see what y'all are saying. Key Mia, Alatha, you got a key. That was corny. Oh man. Okay. Yes. And when Alatha first got on it as Eric, and I said it for the first time, I'm like, okay, I know that's not Eric, but I can't remember who it is. So when I say Eric, they're gonna correct me. And it was Alatha. Cheryl said, gotcha. Alatha said the key. Alatha said, Cheryl, it's me. I was using my son Eric's laptop. Alatha said, I like the charms. Awesome. I'm glad. I had used charms for readings at one point, and this stands out right now. And Spirit said to show it. You know, it's time for us to protect. Be steadfast with that. And the angels are with us. They're with us. So yeah, I used them one month for just like the readings, except with no cards. I was led to use charms. So I'm glad to know that, because oftentimes I'll be guided to kind of switch it up sometimes. Shamika said, I feel so much better. I heard 2 charms. I'm just saying. I'm glad. Alatha said, you are so silly. I am. And it's so funny because I know Tia Lynn and Diamond were kind of shocked because they see me like, you know, as their mentor, and they don't get to see like that playful, childlike side of me on the level that it really is, because they've never spent time with me in person. And so it's like, I'm silly all the time. Like, seriously, it's a part of who I am. I told y'all, me and my inner child, we here. We right there. And so Shamika said, OMG. Oh, you're so welcome, Cheryl. Thank you for your help today. Alatha said, Cheryl, and you were on it, huh? Well, why did I say ha? Like I was really laughing. I was reading it, but I was laughing how you would probably say it if you were laughing. So anyways, you guys, that is the end of Empower Hour. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. I appreciate you. I love you. And I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. And don't forget to go above those clouds and come back and leave a comment and let me know how that experience is, okay? I love to say, ha, ha, ha. Oh, the candle went out. Candle went out. Oh, thank you, Alatha. Alatha said, have a blessed day on purpose, everyone. Yes, and so it is. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Cheryl said, you're welcome.